Well, here we are. My head's kind of cut off. I'll start back here, I guess. The time has finally come. Welcome in. Man, some of you got here quick. Howdy, howdy. My monitor's not working. Wait, chat, I can see chat showing up on screen, but not on my actual dedicated... Oh, I'm on top chat again. That's why. Hold on. There we go. I think I fixed it. Welcome in. Oh, my head's cut off again. I feel like this has been very highly requested. Hold on. This is a very poorly framed shot. Very highly requested. Here, let me just get in close to you. And in fact, it looks like Twitch chat is working on screen. That's what the problem I was seeing earlier was. Twitch chat is working on screen, but it's not on my monitor. Let me see if I can fix that. Hello, everybody. Good to see you in here. So, this is a research video. Okay, you're in the back rooms of the, proverbial research station with me right now. I still very much have like a layman's knowledge of the daddy-daughter dream team. I think I know like the basic stuff, but I am certainly not big picture. So people have asked me a lot to do a video about these individuals. And I've resisted that only insofar, or only because I feel like there's so many people already making videos about them. Like, is it really worth me adding to the pile just to add a few of my signature little quips to information that has largely already been disseminated? I don't know. But I guess that's what I'm exploring today. Slyboy, can I saw your real name? I love you. What? Okay. I'm not sure I understand the question, but moving on. Why do you need a cane? I actually went to the doctor for the foot today. Sorry, we'll get into the story in a second here. But yeah, to everyone, foot update. I actually went to the doctor today. So I need a cane because I jumped off of a stage 2 months ago. And the floor was concrete. But what they think, they x-rayed it today, and what they think is probably the case is that, so not my big toe, but the toe next to my big toe, my second biggest toe. Not the toe, but the kind of the base of the bone network of that toe might have a microfracture still. So I don't know. I don't know. We're looking at, I have my best people looking into it as we speak. Anyway, I need to try and get something set up on this monitor, but we can get into it. Sly, do you like spiders? Not really. I mean, as much as the next guy. I don't hold any animosity towards spiders. I can say that. Anyway. Okay. All right. So to do this, I got to go back to where it all began, I think. Which is, I think, Kiwi Tape's first video. And then maybe chat can kind of source me what the best chronological order to keep up with the series of events is. But let me jump into this one. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have seen this, so sorry if you've already seen this. But Shout out to Kiwi Tapes for getting this started.
The daddy-daughter...
And I think I've watched the first, like, 5 minutes of this. But I don't believe I've gotten really much more in depth than that.
Dream Team, also known as Patrick and Sarah, are a father-daughter TikTok
These guys
duo
suck.
who first rose to popularity in 2023 with their
We'll take a gander then.
Dances that many people thought were extremely inappropriate for a father and daughter to be doing, and they were pretty swift to defend themselves.
Sly, have you heard of Pamper Chew? No, should I look into them?
Sarah claiming she's an adult and can do whatever she wants, and Patrick claiming that he's not a creep. It is in fact you who is weird for believing there's...
and something I did think I would say off the bat. I think there's a lot of people who are just lol-califying both the dad and daughter of the dad and daughter dream team, and it seems like there's a lot of not a lot, but there's some discourse going on, at least on TikTok right now, where some people seem to feel that everyone is placing undue ire on the daughter, vilifying the daughter, who is being alleged by others to be the victim of a grooming scheme, right? Which would be bad. So I do think you'll get my thoughts in real time because I haven't really delved deep onto these people. But if the claims that I've seen from other people are true, still there wouldn't really be all of the moral wrongdoing would be on the dad, of course, right? Because basically the claim is that he just groomed this girl into a romantic relationship, right? So that certainly shouldn't be the case, that she's vilified if those claims are true. But what I want to get into looking into this is just the how solid are those claims? What is the evidence? What's the strongest evidence behind them? Because I really just I've just gotten little tidbits of gossip here and there.
Something going on between the two.
So you want to know why I look so uncomfortable in the videos? Well, I'm about to tell you. So listen, and listen good.
Both of his brothers are sex offenders? The dads? Well, that's it's an interesting track record. Doesn't mean anything necessarily. Does anyone have like the source for that claim? Is that true? Can anyone link that? Or like an article or something?
Underage. I'm almost 21. I will be 21 on Friday, so you people can stop telling me that I'm underage. Number 2, I am not looking for any sort of relationship on TikTok or anywhere else for that matter. I'm focused on myself, my schooling, and my career. My social media is not available to anybody.
Yeah, and you guys can shoot me an email if you want to link like an article or
my father is not creepy,
weird,
or doing anything he's not supposed to do. He's being a father. If you don't like that, you can leave. I love him. He loves me. We're doing something we love together. So you can stop making horrible accusations that are not true in the slightest.
The people that seem to think that I'm...
Sorry. Pause King once again. All right, Twitch chat is online for me. Sorry guys, my monitor was messed up there. So sorry. Once again, the redheaded stepchild. Thank you guys for being here.
In love with my daughter. You guys are stupid. Simple as that. I mean, come on. Really? And just because we don't vehemently respond to every comment that says we're a couple, I thought deleting and blocking people that said that would get the clue that we are not, and that we are completely abhorred and appalled that people would think that, but apparently we have to say it publicly. So this is me saying it publicly. We're not.
Email address should be in the description of this live stream.
If it appears like we're a couple, that's not on me. That's you guys thinking the wrong thing. And I'm sorry if we're close enough to appear to be a couple.
Sarah is in her early 20s, and from what I can gather, Pat is either in his late 40s or early 50s. So Sarah is correct that she is an adult, but it doesn't make what they're doing any less disturbing. Patrick even kicking it up another notch with their next viral video. Patrick would give his daughter a purity ring. For those who don't know what that is, it's a ring signifying a vow to abstain before marriage. And it's usually something simple, just a band, but Patrick gave her a full-blown diamond ring, even dropping down on one knee to give it to her, creating this extremely awkward video.
What is this?
Sarah, will you wear this ring as a sign and a promise to God and to me to remain pure until the day you're married?
Yes. That is gorgeous.
Give me your left hand. Okay, this ring.
A lot of people also took issue with this one. It was very proposal-like, and it definitely didn't help with the people accusing them of having...
I feel like the thing that makes all of this tricky is it's kind of like... It's almost like there's not a single smoking gun, unless if we... I mean, I've heard about the alleged... erotica, I guess. So I would like to investigate that claim. But it feels like a lot of this is just like the preponderance. Am I saying that right? I'm probably not. Just the accumulation of different stuff. One individual thing like that. That proposal thing was that was very weird. I'm not going to claim that wasn't weird, but the purity thing ring in of itself, that's a relatively common thing. The execution, yeah, was a little weird. But if I had like just seen that and nothing else, I'd be like, okay, that was kind of a weird way to do that. But maybe he's autistic, or I don't know. Like, he's clearly just a weird guy, right? But then when you see a lot of this other B-roll that they're playing, like the body language and the like hand on the arm, I think it's the accumulation of stuff. Starts to get very uncomfortable. Thanks for the $2, Toby. Sly, can you review my music on stream? We could. I don't think people are coming here for my musical expertise, unfortunately. But maybe we could do like a casual Tuesday stream or something where we do music reviews. That would be fun.
Criticism got so intense that Sarah's mother decided to make a TikTok addressing all of the allegations. At least that's what they'd like you to believe, because many suspect that Patrick scripted
Brody,
this
welcome to the live stream.
wife.
I've watched the internet attack my daughter and my husband, and it's really pissing me off, but I stay quiet. I am done staying quiet. What the hell is wrong with you people? My husband is the sweetest and kindest man. He would never hurt a fly, let alone his family. Come on, guys. If you ever met him and actually knew him, you would think so too.
That's true. Sly taste in music. I could. There's a gap in the market now for a guy who looks like me and talks about music. So maybe we could spin up something extra on the side.
Now, because I choose.
You know who one of my favorite? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Look at me. I'm actually in frame this stream. I didn't even check, and I'm actually in frame instead of like over here. You know my favorite music reviewer is? Guys, if you're on Twitch, I really like Niztopia. I don't think he streams on YouTube. And I haven't caught one of his streams in a while. But I really like this guy. I've been watching his stuff since before I was even doing YouTube.
Not to be on camera. Everybody thinks I'm forced not to be on camera. Bitch, nobody forces me to do anything. I don't like to be on camera a lot.
I still haven't described the family dynamic, so now's a perfect time. You of course have Patrick and Sarah, father and daughter, but then you also have Teresa, Patrick's wife, and Sarah's mother. All of these people, along with Sarah's little brother, make up the family.
Yeah, that response was 1,000% written by the dad, by the way. There's no way. That was voice acting.
They live in Texas at some sort of an extended stay motel, an
we
extremely
could do
similar
maybe music
situation
reviews on
to
Slide
that
2 or
of the
something like that. That'd be
resilient
fun.
Jenkins. Sarah and her brother have been homeschooled for many years, causing Sarah to have almost no outside connection, spending the majority of her time with her family. But Sarah does have one person that she truly considers a friend, leading us to Jenna Frank. Jenna Frank is an actress in her mid-20s, well known for her work in the Power.
Thanks for the $10, our love to admire. Hey, Sly, I don't know if you've ever considered getting into art community drama. Ugh. I got a migraine even just reading that. But I think it'd be cool if you dived into Birdie if you haven't already. Someone recommended that. Was that you that emailed me about that, or did somebody else? Somebody suggested that very recently. I'm honestly, guys, I'm really behind on a lot of stuff. I want to be working way harder on getting stuff out. There's just been one thing after another, and unfortunately, I have a lot of other stuff going on in my life besides YouTube, which I want to scale back on. I want to do more YouTube. I don't have a lot of free time as it is.
Rangers
So
franchise.
hopefully I can get into
She's
more stuff
also
like that
the daughter
soon.
of Jason David Frank, better known for his roles as the Green and White Power Ranger. Well, the entire family are massive fans and will attend just about any meet and greet that Jenna holds. This has caused Sarah to believe that her and Jenna are actually best friends, like legitimate best friends, not just associates. She thinks that they have a very close bond. None of which has been helped by Jenna, who has definitely fed into this parasocial relationship, but I can say with full confidence that these two are not best friends.
Thanks for the $2, Toby. Might start working at a hospital soon. Well, hook a brother up, all right? I feel like I'm about to lose this fucking foot. This thing is not getting better. Thanks for the 100.
Hello?
What's playing right now? What's playing right now?
Yo!
Okay. Well, all right. So Niztopia just started playing for some reason. Sorry about that. That probably that 15 seconds probably claimed the revenue for the entire stream, but that's okay. I put one of your songs on Spotify earlier, and it led me down a rabbit hole of other music I ended up loving. All right, that feels like a little bit of a backhanded compliment, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
Friends. And it's really very sad because this is Sarah's only friend, so she's been very adamant about her and Jenna actually having a relationship. But if I'm being honest, all this talk of Jenna Frank is just a setup to give even greater context to the first real controversy that the daddy-daughter dream team found themselves in, and that's Ariela Brigman. It all started when Sarah posted a TikTok of her with an AI song dubbed over it, and people were already very invested in getting to the bottom of what exactly was going on between Sarah and Patrick, leading to the creation of snark subreddits and TikTok pages following all of their worst behavior. Well,
let me look that up on the side. A daddy-daughter dream team snark subreddit sounds like hell on. I could only imagine the people who have time to be on a daddy-daughter dream team snark subreddit. Would it be Getchell family or daddy-daughter dream team? I guess they technically rebranded. Communities. Getchell.
Well, these people did some digging, and it turns out that that AI song was only used once. That means Sarah was the only one on TikTok to use this song. So people looked into it, and it led back to an account called Ariela Brigman. The account used AI to portray a fictional girl called Ariela. The account initially made music, but
Taco,
soon
welcome to the inner
descended
circle.
into
Appreciate
OF content. And like I said, Sarah was one of the only people on the internet that seemed to know about Ariela Brigman. That is until now, and people began openly discussing who they thought was behind the account. Most likely Patrick or Sarah. And almost immediately after that discussion began, Ariela Brigman was deleted, with very sparse info being left about her on the internet. Patrick has been caught following similar accounts on Instagram in the past, so everybody basically knew who was behind the account. But the daddy-daughter dream team would continue to deny it, attempting to brush it all under the rug, and returning to regular content for a short time. They would adopt a dog to go with their growing number of reptiles, and continued to act like all was well. But it was not, because Jenna Frank would soon block Sarah and Patrick, cutting off all contact with them. Many assume that Jenna was informed of the Ariela Brigman account, and it's very disturbing.
I understand that this is the format, is to just like delve into every little twist and turn, but I do wish I kind of had the plug on a creator, aside from myself, of course, who kind of just gets to like the real smoking guns, because that's what I'm trying to like nail down on, is like, okay, what are the actual infractions here? Can we build a narrative around something that is like pretty substantial? Again, I do know if people are spamming like incest porn and stuff like that in the comments, I have heard that allegedly happened. So we'll get to all that.
It's quite clear who this AI model is based off of. This video, courtesy of Daddy Daughter Nightmare Team on TikTok, shows just how eerily similar the two's faces are. I would also like to point out that whenever Jenna was meeting with Sarah, Patrick was right there. In my opinion, using his daughter to get closer to Jenna than he would be able to without a young woman. So Jenna blocking them on all socials was a big deal for the family, and they even threatened to quit TikTok over it, going so far as to private all of their Instagrams and live streams. But despite the overwhelming evidence that at least one of them was tied to the Ariela Brigman account, Patrick would still continue to deny it.
Let's look at this, shall we? So their evidence that it's us is we liked their photos on Instagram, and Sarah lip-synced the song. Well, you do of course realize that songs, TikTok videos can pop up on people's For You page that you interacted with. It's part of the algorithm. So Sarah was the only one to make a lip sync. Sarah was the only one to actually make a lip sync or use the song. Well, it wasn't up long apparently, and she's.
I like Yankee Jabba too. Yeah. Well, I'm starting here because I feel like this is like the biggest introductory point to all this, but I know a bunch of other people have covered it, so we can get into other stuff.
About that,
because I know the story has continued to unfold.
So let's set this to rest right now. Let's take a look. So the way they pin this on us is apparently this Ariela Brigman character sounds a lot like Aurelia. Okay, well, the trolls know our book just as well as we do. They've read it.
But even more evidence of them being tied to Ariela would surface. Sarah...
There's a... Computer. Enhance those teeth. This is kind of an autistic comment, but I don't know which one it is, but there's a particular plateau I think I've seen on a Windows desktop stock screen that really, really looks like his teeth. And I'm just trying to... I don't know the name of plateaus, of famous plateaus, but I swear there's one that's like the exact kind of silhouette here. That kind of that almost kind of similar. I don't know. I swear that's like a core memory, like looking at my dad's like Windows Vista desktop saver or something.
Let's set this to rest right now. Let's take a look. So the way they pin this on us is apparently this Ariela Brigman character sounds a lot like Aurelia. Okay, well, the trolls know our book just as well as we do. They've read it.
But even more evidence of them being tied to Ariela would surface. Sarah and Pat authored a book, an extremely weird one about a 17-year-old princess and a dragon who have a very suspicious bond. Well, people noticed that on the Ariela Brigman Venmo account, for her banner image, it was a picture of that book. Her seemingly being the only person to know about the Ariela AI song, while also Ariela being a big fan of their obscure book, which has probably sold less than a dozen copies. It's really all the proof people needed. But things were about to get even worse upon further investigation.
Is this the supposed erotica, or is that a different thing? Is their website broken? Why can't I click on this? Okay, I can get a bracelet. Dude, if I picked up the Nova cord on one hand and the fucking daddy-daughter Dream Team beaded bracelet on the other, that would be like, I don't know, that'd be like at least having 2 infinity stones, you know? I don't know how many of those types of relics I would need to acquire to unlock some sort of spiritual power, but I'm sure I could. Ooh, wow, his teeth are scary. Okay. Yeah, why can't I click on shop? Okay, bracelets. I think this is all shop items, mostly bracelets. Love the cozy vibe of the Getchell hearth merch. It's like wearing a warm hug from the whole family. Damn, that's a glowing ass review. How is it like that? From Amy J. From Amy J. And that looks like a man's body. Tyler Catastrophe Mushroom Choker? Does Tyler Catastrophe sell wearables as well? Sonichu pendant is the final piece. It would have to be the final piece because that's you don't want to put that shit on unless if you've properly power scaled. That's like opening the Raiders, the Lost Ark, you know, from Raiders. You gotta be strong for that shit. I don't know. Has anyone even survived putting the Sonichu medallion on? Tyler Catastrophe merch. Okay, let me pull that up. Maybe the book isn't for sale right now.
Account. People would find a profile on a website called Literatica, which is basically used to write smut and upload it to the internet. And like I said, there was an account on the website. Okay, they
kind of glossed over something. People would find it? How did they... How was this tracked down? Was someone just like... Did someone just spot that in the wild?
Tied to Ariela, who we basically know for sure now is Pat. Well, the stories tied to this account are some of the most depraved literature I've ever laid my eye.
Oh gosh. Is this Tyler Catastrophe? I see art. Does he have... Scarves, I guess? Oh, and it's just one of these? Okay. Does he have bracelets? Buttons, bags, mouse pads. Okay, so maybe I just have to get a scarf. Okay.
On. The stories are...
Okay, so what I would like to see is I would like to see an exact, forensic report, as it were, of, like, the connection of him to the TikTok account and the TikTok account to the smut website account and all of that, to be very sure about this.
are absolutely vile. I don't even know how to describe them here on YouTube, but let's just say it involves the exact kind of stuff that Patrick has been accused of doing with Sarah. I just really want to stress that these stories are absolutely disgusting, involving children, family members. Whoever wrote this shit has some real evil in them, and there's even
Please
more
read
evidence
chat. What did I
pointing
miss?
towards
It used the same email? The same email as the TikTok account, right? He admits it on video? Ooh, okay. Making our
this
job
account
easy.
being Patrick's. People would try to create an account on the website with Patrick's email, only to be told that an existing account was already registered to it. And if things couldn't get any more suspicious, soon after the discovery of these accounts, the Daddy-Daughter Dream Team TikTok page goes missing, and for a short time, so do Sarah and Patrick. This is actually quite common for the two to do, either taking slight breaks or having Pat more behind the camera, but this was the official end of the
How you're
Daddy-Daughter
asking
Dream
questions we
Team
already answered?
page.
Okay, well, I don't see all of your chats. I'm sorry.
And when they did return, it was in a completely different format. Sarah posting on her own and claiming that she had moved out.
Oh, thank you for the
She would,
jewels,
of
RPM. I don't know what that is, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
course, use this TikTok page to defend her and her father's
I'm starting to
actions.
believe Sly is AI. Okay.
While also
You're AI.
blaming the
Fuck you.
trolls for the Dream Team ending.
I'm sorry to say, but the Dream Team is gone. We just couldn't post content together anymore knowing how people saw it, especially with the latest bull they're trying to spread. All the rumors are false, but there's nothing I can do. People are going to believe it, and I can't stop them, so we're done creating content together. So, welcome to the new me. I'm going to fly solo from now on. Don't get me wrong, I still love my dad. He will always be my best friend and biggest fan, but I think flying on my own is best. So from now on, you'll only see me.
What's the dad's first name? Does anybody know?
Sarah claimed that she had gotten a new job and would be moving over 30 minutes away from her family, and she would also request a bunch of Amazon items in a wish list for the move. But not everyone had forgotten about the controversy surrounding Ariela Brigman and the numerous accounts tied to her. I really don't even know why I'm saying Ariela anymore. It's Patrick. Patrick is behind the Ariela Brigman accounts. But Sarah will still tooth and nail defend their lies.
I was trying to just go about my business and let everyone see me and celebrate my new life with me. I didn't want to be a bitch, but apparently that's what everyone wants to see. So guess what? In the words of Matilda, no more.
All right, I gotta log in and confirm I'm over 18 to read this snark post. That's probably gonna be some second monitor material.
Miss Nice Girl. So, you all don't like that I call my room at the extended stay an apartment. Too bad. For all intents and purposes, it is an apartment. I had the bed removed so I would have more room. My bed is smaller and fits better, which gives me more room to move.
Let me see. Thanks for the $5 RPM. Plot twist is the same situation as that orphan movie. She is his girlfriend calling him dad. Let me see. Old interview between Hannah and Oliver. Okay, I don't know those characters. Along with Patrick admitting he wrote the Ariela Literatica.
This whole thing was money. 100%. Man, is it well, yes and no. You can speculate. I mean, what do you think? I think it's both. I think after hearing people who know him, people who were friends with Sarah, who shared their own stories of when they were children and things that have happened, things they witnessed.
I am reading the chats. What am I missing?
And the fact that CPS has been involved so many times. And I told Patrick, I think something is going on. I think something happened. I do. I believe that in my heart and soul. Because there's too much out there that just doesn't make sense. Apparently when he moved to Texas, he was living with a pastor and his wife. And when Sarah went to the hospital for the CPS case, I guess they kicked him out. I mean, this story goes so deep. The moving around as much as they did to escape, you know, the CPS.
Okay, so that's someone claiming he said that. Does he actually say it on video? I mean, I'm jumping ahead.
I mean,
too much. I'm jumping ahead too much. All right.
His little brother make up the family. They live in Texas at some sort of an extended stay motel.
I love you
An
guys too.
extremely similar situation to that of the resilient Jenkins. Sarah and her
Kiwi
brother have
would love
been
that you watched this
homeschooled for
video.
many years, causing Sarah to have almost no outside
Kiwi knows who I
connection,
am.
spending the majority of her
I like
time
Kiwi.
with her family. But Sarah does have one person that she truly considers a friend.
That video
leading
wasn't it?
us
Okay.
to Jenna Frank.
Well,
Jenna Frank
I'll
is
get
an
into that properly. I need to actually watch more than 30 seconds at a time without pausing.
actress in her mid-20s, well known for her work in the Power Rangers franchise.
Wait.
She's also the daughter of Jason.
Did I click on the right thing? I'm getting lost in the sauce here. I'm getting lost in the sauce. Did I skip back like significantly? Yes, I did. How did I do that? Okay, we were here.
Job and would be moving over 30 minutes
Fucking
away
amateur
from her
hour, dude.
family. And she would also request a bunch of Amazon items in a wish list for the move. But not everyone had forgotten about the controversy surrounding Ariela Brigman and the numerous accounts tied to her. I really don't even know why I'm saying Ariela anymore. It's Patrick. Patrick is behind the Ariela Brigman accounts. But Sarah will still tooth and nail defend their lies.
I was trying to just go about my business and let everyone see me and celebrate my new life with me. I didn't want to be a bitch, but apparently that's what everyone wants to see. So guess what? In the words of Matilda, no more Miss Nice Girl.
Ooh.
So, you all don't like that I call my room at the extended stay an apartment. Too bad. For all intents and purposes, it is an apartment. I had the bed removed so I would have more room. My bed is smaller and fits better, which gives me more room to move. The apartment looks like the one my family used to live in. Duh. It's an extended stay. They all look pretty similar. So because it looks similar and it's an extended stay, I must be lying. What reason do I have to lie to you punk-ass bitches? I'll never see any of you in real life, so what does it matter? It isn't like I have to cover anything up because there's nothing to cover up. I live in an apartment at an extended stay place in the Dallas area. The only thing I lied about is my exact location. Really, it is quite hilarious to watch. And I know you're going to post about this saying I'm being defensive. Yep, I'm defending myself rather than letting you punks walk all over me. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you need your safe space? Fucking pansies. No, wait, I know. You're going to say I'm bullying you because I called you
She's low-key making me uncomfortable right now.
stupid. Oh no, I'm a big bad bully because you can't handle when people actually fight back. See, this is the problem with this generation. You can dish it out, expecting me to just ignore you so you can keep doing it. But the second I snap back, it's, oh, she must be guilty. Why would she be so defensive?
She uses some old school insults. I hate to be the informant on this, but it's because she's homeschooled. Because all of your insults, you know, your insult lexicon is sourced solely from your parents. That's why. That's why. How do I know that? It's too shameful to say. It's too shameful to say.
Bitch, you are literally
I'm the
calling
most homeschooled man in America, probably, actually.
me a liar.
I want to make it very clear that I view Sarah as a victim in all of this. She has been isolated and indoctrinated by her father, who she will defend in any scenario. She often says, "Why would I lie about these things if what you claim was happening is true?" But it's so obvious why. Not only is it your father, but it's also the person victimizing you and turning you into a bold-faced liar. Most of everything Sarah said about her new life was a complete lie. She hadn't moved out, she had only moved across the same complex from where her family was living, and even the validity of that is doubtful. It seemed that she didn't have a new job either, so things were basically the same, but Sarah was posting on her own. And then Patrick started doing the same, returning with a new page called Patrick Unscripted. And using this page, he attempted to address all the controversy, but if you ask me, these videos are damning.
Apparently, I couldn't stay away, so I guess I just proved the trolls right. But that's okay. I'm back, but not the way you want me to be. I'm not playing around anymore. I'm done. So you want to keep sending accusations my way? Fine. I'll respond. The answer is simple. I am tired of all of you people just coming on here and getting away with whatever you feel like. You want to accuse me of being in an inappropriate relationship with my daughter? You guys have sick fucking heads. How could that be the first thing you think about when a father hugs his daughter? I mean, come on, really? That is the most disgusting thing I have ever heard in my life. I tried to pass it off. I tried to be nice. I tried to just roll with it and laugh it off. But honestly, you guys are...
Thank you, Taco. When are you switching to a Dragon VTuber avatar cam? I am planning to unveil that one, but first I need like a random YouTuber that I want to start beef with first, because I'm planning on unveiling that at the same time that I post a message on screen accusing them of molesting their children. So that's as soon as I haven't picked a target yet, but once I do, we'll get that VTuber tech off the ground for sure. Thanks for the $5, Ruski. Fellow homeschool survivor, did you ever go to a 1 day a week class thing? We used to call it co-op. No, I had friends that did co-op. I never did co-op. I stuck it out the whole way through. Yep. So, if you were looking for an explanation for some of my abnormalities, maybe that could be a partial explanation. Abnormalities? Man, homeschoolers are supposed to be smart too. That's the sick irony of it. I can't even think of words.
Perverted freaks. Doesn't surprise me that one of you created an AI account to try
Start
and
drama with
frame
Pokimane? Okay,
me.
actually, you might be cooking with that. Because I feel like the Pokimane audience is a little bit Swiftian. Is that fair? Meaning, like, they just get in line and just, like, form an attack unit. Like they're I feel like they're pretty abnormalities. Holy shit. Yeah, thank you. So that would be kind of like an ideal target to go sicko mode on. I feel like, because it's not like one of those. There's a lot of people who you might like try and start what was Mama Max's term? Artificial drama with, i.e. false allegations. This is all. I feel like this could get clipped. This is a joke, by the way. I would never start false allegations against anyone. I would never start artificial drama with anyone. But if you were to, I feel like that'd be a good crowd, because they wouldn't just ignore it. They would join the war.
I've never even thought about writing a story like that. And
like $16 cookies, by the way, and she called people broke for complaints. Yeah, well, one, that was like, what, 3 years ago? And two, okay, how are we able to add Unk Alert? Did you pay to do that? How is that even a thing? How is that even a thing? How is that even a feature? Why is there a hate speech feature in my YouTube chat? Coded into YouTube. Okay, that's neither here nor there. See, now I'm so frazzled by that. I don't even remember what the point was. Okay, and we have a second one. Thank you very much, Skin Coat. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't even remember what the point was. That's
about everybody's
that's how much you guys have.
I did not.
Oh yeah, the cookie thing. I feel like we would need something stronger than the cookie thing. I feel like we would need something stronger than the cookie thing for Pokimane, because I just feel like in the grand scheme of like bad things that Twitch streamers have done, selling overpriced cookies is like relatively low on the list. Relatively low.
Stories like that.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. All right. We got 4 of them. Okay, we got 4 of them. The thing is, I could clap back and be like, "Oh, well, joke's on you guys. You guys are just giving me money." But I have no idea what this weird bit jewel currency is. So for all I know, that shit could have cost you guys like 4 pennies between the 4 of you. Where'd my fucking mouse go?
The only story I've written is our book, Firebound Harmony, which, by the way,
I need St. Patty's help for this one.
Not every word. There
All
was
right,
a
Taco,
couple
thank you very much
instances where
for
we used AI
thank
to
you for the
help us,
double down.
But we paraphrased it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You're going to believe what you want, and I don't care anymore. But I'm going to set the record straight. So the record is this. I am just a normal, everyday father who cares for his children. And you guys can stop hurling
Okay,
wild
see, there's a nice
accusations.
one. Thank you, Caden.
Specifically,
Caden did a nice
the one
one.
that's calling themselves the dad and daughter nightmare team. You are even lower than dirt.
Oh, this
You
Irish
are
whiskey is
coming
terrible.
on
Holy
here,
shit.
clipping our videos, using them for your purposes.
Thank you, RPM.
But I'm not taking the high road anymore. So I'm going to find these little clips of videos. I'm going to find these little snippets on Reddit. I'm going to start posting
Knock
them on
DMG,
this
appreciate
channel.
you for tuning in.
And I'm going to start responding to them. Some of the shit you come up with is like so far out there in the realm of possibilities that I don't even know where your brains are anymore. I can't wait to read what you're going to write on Reddit about this video. Oh, he's triggered. Yep, I'm triggered. And you're not going to like the result. Because
Oh,
I can
shit.
hurl insults with the best of them. I'll make you feel about this.
I can
and I
throw
won't
insults
feel
with
bad
the
about
best
it.
of them. I might fuck around and call you guys pansies. Shit might get a little crazy. I might even call you a son of a gun if I get too pissed off.
Either, because you're all a bunch of fucking dumbass. You get your fucking jollies off of attacking other people on the internet. That's your pleasure. That's what you want to do. So you all are the low life.
He does his shit is so outdated. He's bringing like a 6-shooter to a modern day shootout. You said we get our jollies off. He said we get our jollies off. I haven't even heard anyone of his generation use that terminology. So I don't know if he's like, maybe he was homeschooled too. Maybe the insult tech is like stuck back in 1915 or something.
So I'm just going to give you what you deserve. A little taste of your own medicine. And anybody that feels the need to come after me, by all means. You all know where I work. You all know where I live. By all means, come on. I'll be happy to educate you in real life. Problem is, you won't like it.
He would even fess up to previously having a
Sly, where'd you film the U music video? You know what? It used to be a goated spot, and then a bunch of people found out about it, and now you can't go there and not be around like a million people fishing. But it's in Madison. I'll say that. It's a lake access or a river access point in Madison.
Count, and
Tennessee.
the admission of that is damning as well. It even furthers the ties between him and Ariela.
I did not create any other Literatica accounts ever. Okay, wait, I'll check that. I had one tied to an old email address back when I was 20 years old, but I wasn't reading stories like that. So...
Okay, so is this the video that people were talking about earlier where he admitted to it? Because he is denying it. He admits he has a account, but he denies that the account people were referencing were his. Is there anything stronger than this? Because that's an important detail to me.
You have tied accounts to me from 12 years ago on the Literatica site. The method
It's
of tying
not
those
this one?
accounts
There's
to me
another one?
was
Oh, wow.
A YouTube video of a guy who sounded apparently just like me. I didn't hear it, but apparently everybody else did. You know, people hear what they want to hear. 12 years ago, the only account I had was associated with my future Masters chant. The other account that you are connecting to me with a picture of the dragon, somebody literally went on Reddit and said that wasn't me. The actual owner of that account. I remember it from back when. But people refuse to see that. See, that's the problem. You refuse to see the truth because you're so caught up in what you believe. Now, as for the Ariela account, well, let's go through the evidence, shall we? Because you say that's tied to me and me alone. Okay, so the first way that's tied to me is it like Monster Hunter, a game that in its first 2 weeks on the market sold over 10 million copies. Now, we're not the only fans here, people. Monster Hunter's really big. Okay, well, you know, great. You probably can accept that, right? And there are a lot of 21-year-old women out there. You can accept that too, right? But what really ties it to us is Sarah. She used the song, right? That's your theory, right? That ties it to us. Well, let's ask the question. If I were to create an AI account, especially one posting NSFW content, at that time, after we'd already deleted 2 channels because of the trolls and the people on Reddit who constantly dive deep into our lives, if I were trying to create an AI account that they didn't find, why the hell would I have Sarah do a video, knowing that they watch her account?
I don't know, probably because you're dumb as rocks. I think that would be my first guess.
No logical sense.
Patrick's
that actually is like really on par with like a lot of people who are into fucked up shit don't tend to be like incredibly good at hiding
to defend his actions on Patrick Unscripted only led to more scrutiny, along with people figuring out that Sarah had basically not moved out. And despite the Dream Team ending, things were basically the same until Patrick and Sarah agreed to do an interview with a fellow TikToker named Hannah. Pat and Sarah were no stranger to giving out interviews. They had done one in the past when the Dream Team first went
Appreciate
viral,
you, Van Goob.
But this interview would be an absolute disaster for Patrick. It starts off light with them discussing the fallout with Jenna. Then Sarah and Patrick start to fess up. Sarah admits that the move was fake and that she was still basically living with her family. But then they start discussing the connections between Patrick and Ariela.
Oh, and one of the things, it does talk about a sheer red rape article of clothing that the father gives to the daughter. And now around that same time, there was a video that was made with the two of you where, Sarah, you're wearing a red long dress that is sheared, has some frillies on it. And so those are some of the little pieces where people were making connections.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, by that logic, you can make that connection to hundreds of people who wear red dresses.
I know, but can you...
It may look like...
No, I understand. It does look a little like... It does look a little bit, though, like the material and stuff. It might not be, like, sold like that, but people can, you know, kind of draw that comparison to red lingerie.
And after a little bit more discussion, Patrick drops a bombshell, confessing that he was in fact behind the Ariela Brigman account.
I'm not asking you anything else about the Literatica. That is off the table. I won't ask you any more about that. But I can feel it in my soul. Like I prayed about it, and I just, like, the way you guys seem uncomfortable, the looking back and forth, like, it's, I don't know. You take it for what you want. I just really believe that if you tell the truth, look at everyone
this girl's
saying,
good.
just say
Who's
it.
interviewing
There's nothing illegal. There's nothing that.
Here's the problem.
Yeah.
Let's say that it was me. If I were to come forward on the Ariela account, guess what? Everybody's going to automatically assume that the Literatica account was me as well.
No, because here's the thing.
I tell you 100% for certain.
No,
because the Literatica account, it has not been proven to be the same thing as the Ariela account. All we know is that there is a Literata account using the same email as the Ariela account, right? That is important.
You know why? You know why? Because as soon as
done it.
Okay then, perfect. So
well,
if somebody
I didn't catch that.
Okay then. You know why? Because as soon as
done it.
Okay then.
What did he say? Their audio is so fucking bad.
You know why? Because as soon as
done it.
Okay then, perfect. So
it's the same email for both. Can you guys are really about to make me pull up a porn site on my side monitor? Literatica erotica site. Can you look at someone's account on there? Actually, can we get, let's see, Patrick Getchell? Has it been deleted? Can you see the email of the user on an account in this site? What's up, Judgment? That's the real question. Because, okay, so the evidence before was that people tried creating an account with the email from the Ariela TikTok, right? We've confirmed that that is his email. Because I guess it was hard for me to hear what he's saying, but it sounds from context clues like he did just confirm that was his account on TikTok, right? So thanks for the $2, Jax. So that's confirmed, right? But that doesn't mean that we've confirmed the erotica site account, because the evidence so far was that people tried creating accounts with that same email and got the notification that there already was an account with that email. That raises, if we're like going by standards of evidence, that raises two problems. One, how do they know they were the first person to attempt to create an account with that email, right? Like if 5 people all take his email and try to create an account with it, maybe one person does it, and then 4 people do it after him, after the first person, would they potentially get the message, there's already an account with this thing, you know, with this email, you know what I'm saying? So it could have been all people who were investigating that, and there wasn't originally an account. That's one thing, and that's a genuine question, because maybe you have to verify the email for the account to actually be in the system. I'm not sure. But the more important question is, how do we actually tie the account to him? Because so far, unless if we get more evidence, all that I've seen is confirmed is that he said he had in his 20s an account on that website, which I'm actually curious about. Might be worth looking up how long that website has been operational and what his age is. How long has been a website? And then Patrick Getchell age. He said his 20s. Okay. Okay. I'm not getting the right Patrick Getchell. Does anyone know Patrick Getchell's age? It's a really old site. Okay, so the about page of the website says 25 years. So we can confidently say 25 years on the website. How do we source his age? I'm sure somebody knows. Okay, so this is an AI overview, so this could be bullshit, but official author biography, Patrick revealed that his daughter Sarah was 21. Patrick is often associated with the year 1981, just because the number appears in social media handles. Okay. Okay, so that's not confirmed. We would have to confirm that, but we're going with that. 2026 minus 1981 would put him at 45. That seems about right. He could be in his 50s, but he could be just a rough 45. And then he said he had one in his 20s, so 45 minus 25 is 20. Okay. So the timeline would work. All right, I'm just confirming. I was just needed to confirm. Okay. Oh, that's why I skipped ahead earlier. I have 2 of the same fucking video up. Okay. Setting myself up for failure. Do I have 3 of the same video up? Okay. He admits to it. Okay. I'm just trying to cross my I's and dot my T's. All right.
If somebody in this Reddit world, on this TikTok world, who hates your guts, perfect. But I don't see anything wrong with the Ariela account for money, because people do crazy stuff. People come on this app and put peanut butter on their hair looking for money. I mean, we live in a society where
I'm just trying to cover my bases, gang.
There's nothing
right?
wrong with that, as long as it's not illegal. People enjoy that stuff. I don't. I'm not a fan of it, but people do. Who cares? People will pay top dollar for a hot-looking AI model. They're starting to bring them into movies. I just think if you're just honest about this, people will finally be like, oh my God, thank God. Like, here we are, the truth. Like, people will start to trust you. You want that, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. Honestly, yeah, I created the Ariela account. I made that account.
Patrick, thank you. You have been set free, man.
You start
You're
crying
set
for a
free.
second.
Patrick, thank you. You have been set free, man. You're set free.
I need that little moan as a soundbite. Hold on, give me that one more time.
Patrick, thank you. You.
Or is it?
I made that account.
Patrick, thank you. You have been set free,
Okay,
man.
I'm done.
You're set free. Doesn't that feel good? Sarah, give your father a hug.
This interviewer was manipulative as hell. Yeah, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's what we want out of someone trying to get information out of someone who might be doing something really bad.
A hug, because that is the most amazing thing you could have done for yourself. Really, I'm air hugging you. Good job. Seriously, you are.
Honestly, I didn't want it to go the way it went, but I lost control.
Life is hard.
Right.
Patrick. You just took the biggest step of your life here.
I will tell you, I am 100% not create Literatica.
I believe you.
Why did he
way.
suck it? The
I would
audio is so
never-
fucking bad. What did he say? Okay, so he's admitted to the TikTok account, but again, do we actually connect that to the Literatica account?
Here.
I will tell you, I am 100% not create Literatica.
Okay, so he's explicitly saying he did not create the Literatica account. So does he admit to it later
Believe
on?
you.
No way. I would never go that far.
Because it
believe you.
doesn't really matter if he created the Ariela account. The other account is what fucking
Almost
matters here.
immediately after discussing, Patrick begins to get nervous because he knows how serious what he confessed to is.
Messages were saying God forgives and you did amazing.
It's not God I'm worried about.
What are you worried about? Reddit?
No, everybody on the internet.
He admits to being behind Ariela's OF account, but denies authoring the vile Literatica stories. But by him admitting that he was the original Ariela, it is almost for certain that he is behind this account. And
I
that
just fail to see how that's the case. I would need to look at the paper trail again, but I fail to see how that's proven. Can we watch Men Get Arrested? Thanks for the $2, Toby. Probably not tonight.
Ariela, it is
This is I'm deep in the trenches on this shit.
for certain that he is behind this account, and that he is the author of those depraved stories.
I might need to have. I'm failing to see how that exactly pieces together. Someone might need to help me put these pieces together.
It also seemingly confirms his own obsession with Jenna Frank, giving credence
Because, chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Here's what we know. It's his email on the Ariela. We know the Ariela account is his. It's a TikTok account. There's an email on the account. There's also a Literatica account with the same email as the Ariela TikTok account. He has confirmed he had a Literatica account, but that's it. How does that mean we know that the account with the fucked up stories, like daddy-daughter stories, are his? Like, I'm trying to be airtight here. That's the reason I'm being a stickler about this. Okay, some people are emailing me. let's get to the end of this, and then we can keep investigating that.
To the theories behind why she blocked them. Not much else of note would come from this interview, but the two would promise to do another one with Hannah in the near future. But Patrick would soon delete.
If it wasn't his account, why would he be so genuinely distressed about it? Because a bunch of people were online making creating a narrative that it was his account. Like, I'm not on his team, but like, you know, that was a thing that was going around as a theory. And this seems to be someone like Daddy Daughter Dream Team strike me as the type of people who like read every single hate comment, like watch every single hate video. So it's got to be pretty easy to get under their skin.
TikTok page, and Sarah stopped posting.
Read chats? What chats am I missing?
As of the recording of this video, they have not returned. In my opinion, this is a further admission of guilt. People have suspected since the very first inappropriate dances that there was something more going on between Sarah and Patrick, and it's not like there weren't signs of this.
And now time for the taste test.
These are some pretty big meatballs.
Yeah.
That's how I like it.
Sorry, it's just getting warmed up here.
Okay.
So,
Sorry, just getting warmed up here.
These are only a few clips of Patrick being extremely inappropriate.
Thank you, Rat. I
with
appreciate
Sarah.
you.
It is so blatantly obvious what is going on here. Both of Patrick's brothers are on the registry, and Pat has admitted in the past that he's still very close with them, letting both of his kids.
You have to verify account creation with the provided email. Right. But again, it's been, I feel like I'm coming under fire here. I'm trying to put the pieces together. It's been confirmed that he had an account. From the information I've gotten from this video so far, it to me does not sound like it's been confirmed that the account with the offending material people were concerned about is 100% his, right? I'm just asking for the missing link for how we get to that.
To see their uncles, and Patrick himself has a mountain of suspicious behavior behind him.
Oh, Comfy, thank you for
far
your
into his
Monopoly
past.
money. Appreciate
There
you.
have been rumors of the mom Teresa's family accusing Patrick of some pretty awful stuff.
Sly, you are
claiming
being
that
purposely
Teresa
obtuse.
is meant to-
Brother, I am super not. I'm super not. Wait, like, legitimately, tell me what the missing piece is. To be clear, the reason I'm like this is because of how bad this shit, like, there's a lot of stuff that you can just kind of be like, it's probably the case, right? That, like, you know, if I were a betting man, I would not be betting on our boy here. But I'm trying to get that one last piece in place because I do think it is important.
Unwell, and Patrick took advantage of that to isolate her from her family. This is only an allegation, but it is very in line with what Patrick has been known to do.
Okay, people that keep talking about verification of email, he would have to verify the email because it's his email. He admits to it. Okay. Can you see the email of a given Literatica account creator? That's, I guess, what my question is. That's what I said before, and I'm just not sure on the tech of that. Okay, I might have to test that right now. Actually, it'd be great if, does anybody know what the actual account is? If it's still up, because that would be useful to just look up. Okay, let me go. Okay, I really hope that there's no like ads that play audio or something, because that could get me into hot water. But I'm wading into dangerous territory. Okay, how do I find just like a user on this account? Okay. Go into news stories. Okay, I'm clicking on a random account. Okay. About. Okay, you can link your Instagram. So I'm not seeing anywhere. Okay, wait, hold on. Contact author. Is there an email here? This is just a chat. This is just a chat. Biography. I'm not seeing an email being necessarily linked to an account. That's the thing I'm tripped up on. Also, thank you for the fake Canadian dollars. My cow wave. Okay. Watch the vid. Okay, I'm just asking questions. My gosh, I'm getting fucking crucified. Okay.
And the way that they treat Teresa sometimes.
Hold on,
is
my
less than
YouTube.
good.
Sorry, YouTube. My chat is being weird today. It went blank. I gotta refresh it for you guys. Hold on.
It's spicier than the last one. Oh!
Excuse me.
What the
Sorry.
fuck?
It doesn't look here. Can you do it? Can you keep walking it?
Ah.
Whose video is this? It's Kiwi Tapes.
Whenever Teresa's on camera, Sarah and Patrick.
Okay, hold on. I feel like I need to emotionally touch in with you guys to make sure everyone feels heard. I may be in love with Sly. Please be an adult woman. Please be an adult woman. Please be an adult woman. I don't want that to be weird. Okay. Okay, so bird crimes. Is it confirmed that the email was connected to that account? I guess that's what that's really what I'm trying to get to. My body is making blood crystals. Okay, very cool. When you try to use your email on the account that's already created, you get a pop-up saying this email is already in use. Right, but we need to confirm that the account in question is confirmed. Wouldn't the account still exist even if it's not verified? Genuinely asking. That I asked that before also, and I'm not sure if that's the case, right? Because that had me concerned. And again, guys, I'm not trying to obfuscate. I'm trying to make this line of questioning airtight, right? So if people were curious and a bunch of people were like, what if it's him? And they were going in and they were trying to create accounts and seeing, oh, there's already an account with this. Would it be like 5 people did it? The first person successfully made an account without verifying the email. And then the next 4 got those messages. There's already an account. And then those 4 went on TikTok and were like, look, there's already an account. Actually, never mind though. That doesn't matter though, because he has confirmed there is an account. Again, what really matters is if we just confirm that the account that made the offending material is connected to the email. And I'm trying to figure out, go to Danky. Did Danky do something on this that is pertinent to this particular discussion? Thank you, Anjo. He said so on live he came to Jesus. He said he had an account. Danky sucks. I love Danky. That Danky hate will not be tolerated. So quick question, would anybody be able to link me the particular section of a Danky video in which he's talking about this account, just so we can avoid, rewatching the same information? He said he made the story. Okay, so that's what we need. That's what we need, is him saying he admitted to writing it. Okay. I believe you guys for the record, but I'm just trying to really, really put, I'm trying to not skip over anything because I think this is really, really important to establishing a narrative here.
Want basically nothing to do with her. She's definitely.
Can we share links in
like
chat? If you want me to pull something up, it'd be better if you just email me, because I think usually chat will censor out links automatically.
husband. Even though both members of the Dream Team went dark on social media, people didn't stop digging, and they would uncover even more evidence of something being very wrong. People would uncover an OF account linked to Sarah, and this account was verified, meaning that it very likely could be hers. From what I've been told, to get this verification you have to do an identity check, and it's also very suspicious that soon after the account was found, it was deleted, extremely in line with past behavior for the duo. And then, Sarah's personal TikTok account also goes missing, once again furthering suspicion. If it could even be called that anymore, the woman who hosted the interview, Hannah...
Thanks for the $20, Taco. Sly the type of guy to take his wife's last name. Yes, I am. Yes, I absolutely am. You want to know why? Because my last name is Smith, dude. I've been ashamed of how embarrassingly common and mediocre my last name is my entire life. I've had a inferiority complex about that my entire life because my first name is Liam, and that shit used to be cool, but then it became a craze, and now every fucking Gen Z kid is named Liam, and it pissed me off because I was the only one for so long. So yeah, if my wife has a cool last name, I'm gonna take it. All right. You want a German last name? That depends on how hot you are. Liam Smith, there's like 300K of you. Yeah, I know. He'd get married on ladies' night. No, I wouldn't get married on ladies' night because then I'd have to be a lady when it happens, and I prefer to be in a heterosexual marriage, honestly. That's just a preference. Okay. Someone commented something I wanted to touch on. Oh, okay. So people keep saying finish the video. Soup says, no, they didn't show the full interview of where he actually admitted to the Literatica account. Okay, chat, my question for you. Does that footage exist? And if so, where do I find it? Because that would be very, very helpful. Then just marry a man on ladies' night? Okay, now we're cooking with gas. See, I like that. You guys are smart. That's a good workaround. All right, let me see. Let me check my email. Hold on. Okay, this might not be the exact correct time because I don't want to go through every second of the video, but this has screenshots of the OF stuff. What? The OF stuff? Please tell me no one in this family has made an OF. I don't want to be in that territory. What do we get? Hold on. Everybody experience time in slow motion so it looks like I pulled up this meme instantaneously because that's better comedic timing.
Patrick, air is not good. You're just being...
Okay, I fucked the meme up. God damn it! What even is this? All right, this is not going well. This is me this entire video.
What kind of voice is this?
Okay.
Today we are going to America Talk for a very weird family, where I would say it's fair to question the family's relationships with what they post and an insight to their lives.
Okay, he said around 5 minutes?
Quite often known as a dad and daughter dream.
Mia, if I ever found out somebody else was doing, they'd probably be having a conversation with me at the very least, or
Conversation with the doctor.
yeah, because I don't condone that kind of crap. I don't in any way, shape, or form. I can't.
Like this is the guy that gets upset.
Okay, we can
when
take a look
he
at
sees an
Danky's
accident
shit.
on the road involving complete strangers.
I don't think that's what we needed. Hold on. Wait, this isn't the other one? Click to 5 minutes? Was I not doing that? Man, you guys are confusing me, okay? Oh, the other one? 5 minutes on this one? Man, I could just be opening anything
This
right
Ariela
now.
Brigman. And she just happened to be using the Firebound harm.
Wait, this is who you guys were telling me about? Shira? I have not actually seen this person before. I'm surprised. Interesting.
Harmony book as her cover, and she
Okay, so she has the book as the cover, but we've confirmed that this is his
just
account.
happened to list her postcode as Dallas, Texas,
Dallas, Texas. Okay.
which is right where Patrick and Sarah live. Now, by this point, anyone with even half of a brain cell figure out that Ariela Brigman was created by Sarah or Patrick or both, which would be very weird. But somehow that didn't stop them
I'm feeling
from
violent.
denying
What did I do, Anjo? What did I do? Sly, do you like goth baddies? Yeah, I do. This is a very, very beautiful woman. I'm trying not to get
Sarah
distracted.
ended up posting a pretty long response video.
There's a rumor going around
Angel, what
that
do I
my
need?
dad and I created an AI that made spicy content on OnlyFans. Their whole basis for this accusation is that this AI posted a song. I saw it on TikTok and I liked it, so I made a lip sync. I also followed the account in case they posted more music out. Excuse me for liking an AI song, but that does not prove that we were behind the account. As for the spicy content they allegedly posted,
There is
we
a
would
clip where he
never-
admits it. Okay. Someone email me the clip, please. Please. I don't want to be getting attacked by you guys any more than you want to be attacking me, okay? This used to be a proper family. This used to be a happy family. Okay. Anjo sent it. All right. When did you send it?
Post content like that. Hell, we don't even know how to use AI like that. The most we've done with AI is get a few name ideas for characters in our book.
This wasn't the end, because a few days later, someone unearthed a Literatica account under the same name, Miss
I have not
Ariela,
received-
with the
I
same
don't think I've
profile
received an
picture.
email from you.
Wow. And if you're lucky enough not to know what Literatica is, I am so sorry, I'm about to ruin that for you. It's a site where anyone can anonymously post erotic stories. And I'm saying erotic loosely here because they are the most vile, disgusting stories on there. Like, people on there are sick. And honestly, if I read even the story that Miss Ariela here wrote, I will be demonetized. And
On DC? What the fuck is DC? Are you talking about Discord? Oh my gosh. Okay, gang. All right, hold on. Please don't open this in my main window. We're gonna roll the dice. I think we lucked out.
honestly, I'm surprised I'm not demonetized already with everything that I'm covering today. So consider becoming a YouTube member
Oh, wow,
if you
I
want me to
love this
cover more insane things like this. Thank you to my current YouTube members. I love you. Anyway, so the story that Ariela wrote is about a dad and a daughter. And it is by far the most disgusting piece of writing I have ever read in my
I
life.
gotta reply to some fucking emails. Okay. Where are you? Okay. Okay. All right, we got it. I just had to download a TikTok video from Discord direct messages. Oh, and apparently while I was looking away, there was another Uncle alert. So that's awesome. Thank you. Very supportive community. All right. Downloads. I have to go to my downloads folder. Hold on. I'll put this here. Putting a lot of trust in you, Anjo.
Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. Honestly, yeah, I created the Ariela account. I made that account.
Patrick, thank you. You have been set free, man.
because that's what we watched. So he created the Ariela account. We haven't, I feel like I'm going to get crucified. We haven't confirmed that he created the Literatica account. Right? Am I going crazy? I knew he created the Ariela account. Okay, let's move. I feel like we need to move to Danky to save the situation. Okay, you weren't sure what I was referencing. Okay, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. Okay, I thought I was gonna get crucified there. Okay, I think some of us are on the same page. Okay, who emailed me the Danky video? We need Danky to save us. And I probably also need a fucking drink. I did not expect this research to be this much of an aneurysm. Okay, is this the best entry point for Danky's coverage? I think he's done a number of videos about them. This one was the one 7 months ago. He did one 8 months ago. This probably is more of, we probably got the basics down at this point. We good on that? Slanky ship, I agree. I like Danky a lot. The Ariela account is the Literatica account. I don't see how that's proven. I would love to see that proven, and I'm not saying it's not unlikely, but I don't see how that's proven.
So if you thought Patrick admitted to some heinous things last time, then you're in for a wild ride. Because Patrick, the head of the Daddy-Daughter Dream Team, which has now become one of TikTok's biggest and worst incest-based families, has now come out with information so disgusting that it makes everything before this point look like a nice long walk on a breezy summer's day with a pistachio ice cream and a cute ostrich. Now look, obviously I want to get into all that, but before that, excuse the background change, I'm in Florida at the minute, but more importantly, we're aiming for 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and if we don't reach it, I am going to burn every Waffle House in this country to the ground. And I'll vlog it too and put it on my hot new second channel where I'm vlogging my experience here in Florida. By the time this video comes out, 1 or 2 vlogs should already be out, so if you're at all interested, then check it out. It'll be top link in the description, so subscribe to both of them, but this one mainly because we're so close. Anyways, for those who aren't aware of the Daddy-Daughter Dream Team, I'd recommend you go watch my other videos on the topic because this is one of the few scenarios where like actually having context is almost vital in understanding just how decrepit Patrick is. But for those who are clued up, the lady who interviewed Patrick and sort of coaxed all the information out of him last time has now done an interview with some...
Okay, I think this is safe to bring up. Okay, Firebound Harmony. This was the one they co-wrote about a 17-year-old girl who fucks a dragon or something. And this is the profile picture. Is this the Literatica account? Babe for Dad. Holy shit. 20 female married to 56 male, worships him housewife, bred by him, mama of 3. OMG, one video would clarify this, but no, let's jump around. Send me the fucking clip! Sorry, don't mean to yell at you guys. All right. Bred by him, mama of 3, traditional marriage, Christian domestic discipline. That's crazy. Putting Christian domestic discipline in the fucking bio of a smut author account and then shared cum slut is the next thing. Okay. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm processing right now. Okay. Love to roleplay with voice daddy, daughter, uncle, niece, hot teen, open to other hot scenes, mommy, stud, son, holy shit, gang, bang, interracial, expositionism, 3-way, lesbian, mommy, daughter, only limits, no pain, bathroom stuff, or humiliation. Okay, well, at least he has some fucking standards. By the way, I'm 70 years old, but I like to play younger. Okay, well, that doesn't check out, but, you know, who knows, he could be fucking lying. Okay, and it's got the thing that looks very reminiscent of the Firebound harmony. Does look very reminiscent. I don't know if this is like a particular, like if the same AI engine could have pulled from a similar source on both of these images, which are obviously both AI generated. Again, just playing devil's advocate. Okay, I think this next thing is safe to click on. Oh, wait, hold on. And we have is following, and Miss Ariela is another account that it is following. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I think this is safe to show. About last night, he began, I want you to understand, I am definitely attracted to you. Who wouldn't be? You have a beautiful and sexy body, your light green eyes and light brown hair, your large boobs, and your... Okay. Well, all right, maybe, all right. Pretend that that's not on screen. Okay, let's avoid that. And then he mentions a Monster Hunter t-shirt, which his daughter has. Okay. All right, sorry about that, gang. That was a little explicit.
Someone else, where she revealed sort of the, I guess, private communications that she was having with
looking
Patrick,
pretty
where
fucking
he admits
suspect.
a lot more than he did in that initial interview. And vitally, she comes in with the receipts to back it up as well. And again, this is like, this makes the Ariela account look like nothing. Like, that was pretty unforgivable as it is, but now I wish it was just that. You know, let's just jump into things, right? The actual interview is like 3 hours long. We're not going to watch all of that because I'm not a madman. I've got a very conveniently edited 12-minute sort of most important, biggest hits from the interview, if that makes sense.
I'm
so
like,
without further ado,
this is the
let's
most
just have a look.
stressed out on a live stream I think I've ever been. There's just so much. There's so much stuff. There's so much stuff here.
You're with your family. He contacts you for a second interview, or did you contact him?
I think
So can I send you a Monster Hunter t-shirt? I don't know what the fuck that is,
was like,
gang.
okay, let's do a second interview. We were just talking about the live and everything, and that's when we were just trying to
need more to say.
So
they think they're drugging the mom because she gets sleepy after they prepare her a drink. What? Okay. Please just listen to us. Like, I'm so trying to. I'm so trying to. Wait, bird crimes. Totally chill if not. I know I'm putting you completely on the spot. Do you want to get on like a 60-second Discord call and break down what you think I'm missing here? Because I'm genuinely trying to figure this shit out. No worries if not. I understand not everybody is trying to get into that.
You're just getting information out of somebody. I mean,
I did what I had to do.
She is playing him. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with her playing him because he deserves to be fucking played. Like, I don't think what he's doing is something that he deserves to be getting away with.
Also,
if that
why is
makes
Dinky
sense.
Jabbo
Like, we
and-
should be knowing about this shit. It should be public knowledge.
Just looked like his quality was really low for a
How
second.
disgusting the guy is. Like, we sit here and we make jokes because he is like laughably pathetic, but at the very core of this issue, it's not funny at all. Like, the guy, this is genuinely terrifying.
Okay, what's the best way for me to connect you and not get spammed by a bunch of other people is the question. Are you either tell me what your Discord name is, or if you don't want other people to see that, email me what your Discord name is so I can reach out to you. I just don't want you to. I don't want you to get spammed, and I don't want to just pop my shit in chat and get not be able to figure out which one you are.
What is going on here. So I don't think there's any shame in this lady here admitting that, you know, she is playing him. Getting a job as like a good interviewer, you know, if you're interviewing someone very controversial, they don't really want to talk about like the things that people know.
Send me an email. Give me a minute
from
on
them.
that.
So a lot of interviewers will like start off with really minor things like, oh, what basketball team do you support? What do you think of the weather today? And then sort of lead into questions like,
give me 2 seconds too. Let me know if Dinky says anything I need to know.
that 6-year-old boy. So if you lead with that, if you start with that, they're going to shut down completely and fuck off, but not give you any good answers, right? But if you sort of lead with some nice calming questions, interrogation style, wear them down a little bit, and then go into the more pressing stuff, they'll be more likely to go like, oh, you know, me and that 6-year-old, we're good friends, but yeah, I guess maybe it was a little inappropriate. Oh shit, oh, I didn't mean to say that. Oh, fuck! You know, because you've lowered their defenses, if that makes sense. And I think she actually did that quite skillfully, getting Patrick to admit literally everything. And we get a lot more here as well, so. Unironically, big ups to this lady. She's done a very good job, in my opinion. I honestly do feel as though it's a pretty good habit that a lot of interviewers pick up, and I'm a fan of good habits. Which is why this video is sponsored by Fume. I'm sure we've all learned the hard way that regardless of the habit, quitting cold turkey in most cases is ridiculously hard. Especially when you're as neurodivergent and loopy as I am, which statistically a lot of you are. So what every credible source advises, as opposed to quitting cold turkey, is replacing the bad habit with a better one. That's where today's sponsor, Fume, comes in. It's not a vape, it's not an e-cig, there's no smoke, there's no vapor, there's no nicotine, so you can use it anywhere pretty much. It's literally just flavored.
I hope Danky got a bag off of Fume. I got a Fume sponsorship. Fume was the first sponsorship I ever got on this channel. Except they didn't give me money, they just gave me free product. And I just said I'd do a review. And then I speed ran getting addicted to cigarettes to see how successful of a process, or how successful of a product Fume would be at getting me unaddicted to cigarettes. I don't think they liked the video, I didn't hear back from them. I think I still have a Fume kicking around somewhere. I don't know where I put that thing. Anyway. All right. Let me see. Let me see if I can get our boy on call.
So he writes,
Flash
and I
girl.
can show that this, because he just comes from Unpacked. So when I went live earlier, I did say it was Instagram where he admitted it. No, I got that confused. It was actually on his Patrick Unscripted.
Just a heads up, these screenshots have been released. I'll show them all on screen now. I'm not going to leave them on screen for too long. The point of them isn't really for you to read them. It's just to show you that they exist. So when this lady reads them out and we sort of sit here and react to those messages, we're not like, there's no, I guess, haziness as to whether or not the message.
I'm getting fucking whiplash. Okay. I did not get a DM from the other individual. Apparently, I already fucking.
Messages are real just because we're not seeing them and only hearing them. Like, yes, she is reading them out and she has picked out what messages to release, but we know these are real. Like, this isn't fake. She doesn't go over all of these screenshots in this interview here, but we will go over the ones that she misses out because it's very interesting.
As you can see here. And then we ended up moving over to Instagram because as I'm reading this, you'll see why. Because the characters were too long. He couldn't write everything to me on TikTok.
Okay, do you want to go into what the discussion was between the two of you?
Yeah, I'll tell you right here exactly.
Okay.
He goes, so I asked him, did you write the Miss Ariela Brigman?
You're good, dude, you're good.
He goes, so yes, I wrote that story. That is the only story like that I have ever written. It was complete fiction and it was hard for me to even write, but I was being stupid trying to get traction for the whole AI account.
Hold on, run that back.
Here exactly. Okay. As I'm reading this, you'll see why. Because the characters were too long. He couldn't write everything to me on TikTok.
Okay, do you want to go into what the discussion was?
Okay, so I think this is the smoking gun, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you right here exactly.
Okay.
He goes, so I asked him, did you write the Miss Ariela Literatica account? He goes, so yes, I wrote that story. That is the only story like that I have ever written. It was complete fiction and it was hard for me to even write, but I was being stupid trying to get traction for the whole AI account. And terrifying as it is most of the top read stories on Literatica.
Okay, so immediately we got the worst admission by far, which is the admission that he wrote the Literatica account. Now, he says that he only wrote one of the stories. It doesn't make any fucking sense. He's doing the exact same thing he did last time, where he was like admitting to one thing, hoping that it makes...
Who else would have written the stories? What did he outsource them to India or something? What do you mean he only wrote one of the stories?
More credible in that he didn't like admit to the other things. Like, oh, maybe if I admit to this one wrongdoing, it'll make it more believable when I deny.
Okay, so that was the woman who had interviewed him earlier. Okay, so in the DMs he confirmed to her that she wrote the stories. That's what I was looking for.
All the other wrongdoings, because like I come across more honest now. That only works if you're talking to an utter fucking fool. I think, to be fair, I think even they would clock on that it's like bullshit as well. I don't think anyone believed Patrick when he said that last time. I hate this like virtue signally sort of like, oh, that most of the top stories on Literatica are like incest based, and oh, That is so terrifying that that's the case. I wish that wasn't the case, but you know, I really wish I didn't have to do this, but I have to write an incest story about a mother shagging their son or whatever. I really don't want to do it, but there's no other choice, man. It's the only way I'm able to live my life. Here we go. Hot mummy fucks stud son. It's like, I'm sorry, you did not make this because you had to, because you don't have to. No one is in a position in life where they have to write stories like Daddy and Mimi go to a hotel. And a sequel, no less, as well. You did it because you enjoy doing it. Like, there's no other explanation for it. It was hard for me to even write it. Just go fuck yourself, man. You're lying. You're a fucking Weasley little liar.
There, I said it. Now you know everything that we have lied about, except for one thing. Sarah never moved out completely.
Why is he talking like...
I'm getting so hit by... Okay. Honestly, the unk alarms are fair at this point, because I can't figure out how to fucking add a friend on fucking Discord. I'm typing it in search, and nothing's happening. Wait, how do I get... Oh, friends. Okay, never mind. We're good.
Some anime villain at like the end where he's like explaining all of his plans. He's got the superhero like tied down, ready to be killed.
Just sent that off.
But instead of just killing him, he explains all of his plans first, and then the guy gets saved at the last second, right? This is what's happening here. He's like, now you know everything except one thing. It's like, bro, you're not in a fucking anime. Just talk. But yeah, just another admission as well that Sarah never moved out completely. That is one that I was genuinely a little bit hazy on when I made my video sort of detailing Sarah's move. I didn't know whether or not she actually had moved out. I think all of my belief that she had moved out was more from a place of like wanting to believe that she had moved out, because I really do not want her in the same vicinity as her dad. I think she's genuinely unsafe around him, and that's not even like exaggeratory to say.
We got a 2-bedroom apartment at the extended stay, and the second bedroom has a second kitchen and a door. So it is kind of the same, but not really. So many people were pressuring her to move out, that she just wanted to try to get a break from it all. And she didn't want to leave TikTok. So she felt it was better just to make people believe she left. That is it. That is the full truth. But in order to truly understand how I could possibly justify trying to make money off of that, then my life and the events leading up to it are even more important. So do what you will with this info.
He's gonna tell his life story to justify the incest Literatica.
If you are willing to hear the rest, then I will put together a biography of my life as short as I can. I pray my trust is not misplaced.
A biography of my life, so an autobiography. You're not a very good fucking writer. Fucking author doesn't even know what an autobiography is. Why would you say biography of my own life? Just say auto. There's a word for that. It's like if someone asked me like, oh, what do you do for work? And I was like, oh, well, I make videos and I upload them to YouTube. Okay, so you're a YouTuber. Why are you giving me this like long-winded explanation? Oh, by the by, the fucking customs guy at the airport when I came into Florida was annoying me. He was some weird little guy. And he asked me, so, what do you do for work? And I'm sat there like, fuck.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. I'm sorry. This is kind of weird.
Oh, you're good. Thanks for coming on. Okay, so we just got the interviewer reading the DMs where he says he did create incest material on the Ariela Literatica account. Am I missing it?
Yeah, no, I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, am I missing?
No. No, I don't think you're missing anything. Yeah, he fully admitted to making the account.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry for spamming and shit.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not trying
good.
to be annoying. It's just kind of like, no, I've been a fan since like the first thing you did with the chick. What was the town again? I can't remember.
Oh, Indiana?
Indiana, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, you weren't being annoying. You're fine.
No, it's cool. But yeah, no, it's just no, it's because like the thing is how like signing up for like certain websites work is that you have to sign up with your email, right?
Right.
And so you have to sign up with your email, and the email can only be used once. And then like when you finish your account set up, right? And then like the website sends you the email links that you gave them. And you have to verify it. So like I think what me and other people were kind of frustrated about, and I think you're misunderstanding, is the fact that the email that he already admitted to using, the Ariela one, it could have only been him. Basically, because the idea is that like he would theoretically be the only one who had access to that account.
But so I guess what I was asking was, and it's a little bit, it's kind of neither here nor there, because he did admit to writing it. So that's what I was looking for in the first place. But I think what I was asking was, is the email in question shown on the account, or were people just assuming that that was the email connected to the account?
I've never been on the website because why the fuck would I?
Sure.
But it was like already explained in Kiwi's video, but people used the Ariela account to try and sign up, and it said it was already it was already in a
right, but that just means
already used.
But that just means he had a Literatica account. It doesn't mean he had that Literatica account. That's all I was getting at. You see what I'm saying?
I understand what you mean. It would be like really, but why? I think it's like I just think it's like really sus that it's the area.
Oh, it's you're not wrong. It's extremely sus. I'm just trying to establish like a standard.
I can understand why you would say it's not 100%, but I would say it's at least 90%.
Well, I mean, he said he wrote the story. So.
Yeah, he did. No, I understand. No, we're on the same page, but yeah, I think that's the misunderstanding. Yeah. I think there's just a different burden of proof between our two parties, which is fine.
I think that's true, and I tend to have a very high standard of proof because sorry, I'm spilling.
No, it's cool.
Liquor everywhere. I tend to have a very high standard of proof because that's what keeps me out of trouble in the long term with YouTube, because sometimes the tides drastically change on a particular story.
Right.
But
because I don't have to deal with that. I'm just an observer.
That is true. But it seems that he just fully admitted to having written the stories. So
no, yeah, 100.
So that's way more important than speculating about the email on the account or anything like that. Yeah.
Right. Of course. I think we can all agree that dude's a fucking creep.
Yeah. Well, that we didn't need to know. We didn't need to know about the Literatica thing to get there. But
no,
yeah, that's certainly okay. So that certainly confirms it. Okay. Cool.
Right.
Cool. All right. All right. I'll hop off with you, but I appreciate you bringing in your 2 cents.
Enjoy the rest of the stream, everybody. I don't know if anyone else is listening to this.
I should hope so. I hope they didn't all leave.
Okay, I would hope not.
Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. You have a great rest of the stream, and I'm going to be watching.
Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you, and I appreciate you watching. All right. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. We all cool now? Are we all cool? You left? Okay. Okay, I think we're all on the same page. All right, we're on the same fucking page.
YouTuber,
damn.
And he's like, okay, all right. What does that mean exactly? Like, what kind of videos do you make? And I'm sat there like, oh no, is he gonna like check my channel out and see the shit I've said and like fucking deny me or so? Are all these comments that warned me about customs going to come true? Obviously, he doesn't whip his phone out and type Dan Kijabo in or whatever, but I had to explain that I make commentary videos and shit, and he goes,
have I been pronouncing Danky Jabba wrong the whole time?
Are all these comments that warned me about customs going to come true? Obviously, he doesn't whip his phone out and type Dan Kijabo in or whatever, but
Dan Kijabo? Dan Kijabo? What the fuck is that?
About customs going to come true? Obviously, he doesn't whip his phone out and type Dan Kijabo in or whatever, but I had to explain.
British people's pronunciation of shit is so fucked, he can't even pronounce the own fake name that he came up with himself correctly. That I just, as an American, I refuse to accept that that's how Danky Jabbo is pronounced.
Saying that I make commentary videos and shit, and he goes, how much money does that make? And I sort of gave him a look. I was like, for real?
Shut
and he was very
fuck
offended.
up,
He was
brother.
like, sir, I'm asking you a question. And I'm like, oh, it makes, it makes more than enough to live off of. And he goes, no, sir, I need the exact amount per month. I'm like, I'm baffed at this point. I'm like, fuck's sake, I'll just say it because like, I can't be bothered to stay here. I don't want to risk anything. So I say it and he's shocked. He's like, you're telling me they pay you that much to just sit down and talk? And I'm like, bro, can you fucking let me out, please? Like, why is this important to the safety of your country? The Dan Kijabo YouTube channel. I don't say that, obviously, but I'm there for like 10 minutes. The line's being fucking held up. It's a long line.
Mom shows
Long
signs
story.
of brain injury. Definitely signs of like something mental. I was clocking.
Sure. People just need to get to the fucking point. Like, stop with this long-winded, flowery bullshit. And Patrick, you need to learn some new words.
Like, yeah, like, sure, write me the biography. I'd like love to hear from the beginning to now, like everything. And then I did say to him, I did say to him, would you do a second interview? Letting people know this information. He goes, I will be thinking about it. I am nervous as hell because I'm doing this to, so this is where people are like, oh, how did you get to do this? Like, you must have paid him, you must have done this. And he says right here, I am nervous as hell because I'm doing this to free myself and all I can see is what people are going to think. I'm starting to believe, however, that God is using you to bring this to light. And so I have to trust him above all else. Above all.
Ooh, man. Homeschool, Christian family. I mean, these people have very similar, like, home life upbringing to me. I think what I would like to do, I don't know if I would do a daddy-daughter dream team video, because I feel like so many great YouTubers have already covered this in detail. Sly is cool. Thank you, Bird Crimes. I feel like what I would want to do is just like sit down and have a conversation with them. Let me see if I can draft an email to them. I think what I would like to do is sit down and have a journalistic, unbiased, non-hit piece conversation and just let them kind of talk. I think that would be the most helpful thing for everyone involved here, were I to do anything. I'm not sure that they would have me, but that would be my level of interest in this.
I said absolutely amen.
Absolutely amen. Yes, so that's more of this lassie trying to coax information out of him. And again, I think it's good. Like, I think it's good that she didn't go, well, fuck you, you piece of shit. You're writing all this incest porn. It's disgusting. You shouldn't be fucking doing that. What she's doing is the correct thing to do, in my opinion. It's like all interrogation. You want to like make them believe that you're their friend, if that makes sense.
Yeah, obviously.
And Patrick is so fucking thick that it's actually going to work on him. Because it's not like this lady's like a professional journalist or whatever. She's a TikToker. Not to demean her or anything. I don't mean to be disrespectful there. Like, she has done a good job here. But I feel like, you know what? Just to show you how disgusting this is.
I love the implicit superiority complex of a YouTuber to a TikToker, but I agree. I do look down on TikTokers.
If you forgot already, I think he admitted that he wrote one of the stories on the Literatica fan account. We know that's all bullshit. He wrote them all, right? It's all the Babe for Dad account, right? So how the fuck could he have only written one of them? Who wrote the others? His wife. So I'm going to give you a quick scroll through of these stories, just so that you know.
So the plot does thicken, because now we're talking about two different Literatica accounts. How are we connecting the Babe for Dad account to the Ariela account? That I would like to drill down on, but I feel like Chad's gonna get mad again.
Has been writing on the internet anonymously, whilst, by the way, his whole account is known for him being too close with his daughter and potentially being an incest family. Like any video with him, his wife, and Sarah, the wife looks like the third wheel. They'd rather her not be there. So just have a look at these titles. I'm not going to actually read the stories, right? Maybe I will a little bit just to show you like the true extent of what this is. But anyway, these titles: My Hot Mummy Fucks Stud Son, and then you got part 2 as well. Daddy leaves for a business trip. Mummy and son carry on. The son's name is Bobby as well. You can look at the sort of genres over here as well. Every single one is taboo/incest. I've not seen this one before. Mimi loves her daddy and her mummy. Again, man, he's so bad at English. Why is this first her?
Multi-part series by Babe for Dad. Starting with Mimi loves daddy so much.
Capitalized with the H. And then the second one isn't. That's the biggest problem with this Literatica account.
That is the biggest problem, I agree.
Okay, I'm going to read a little bit of this one and just bet. I want you to picture Patrick's fucking face and like him behind his counter.
His echo is Kirk. Oh, I didn't. Oh, do I have an echo right now? I'm sorry, guys. That drives me crazy too. I'm so sorry. Damn, I hope that hasn't been
writing
there for long.
this shit with Sarah and his wife in the house with him. Daddy, can we stay home and play? You really should go to school, Mimi. I don't want you to fall behind in your last semester of high school. Daddy, I'm way ahead of the other kids. I should give them at least a day to catch up. Bill laughed. She had a point. So clever.
Is that better?
So adorable.
Did I fix it?
Hard to resist. Okay, Daddy, come get in bed with me. And then you can see here, Bill didn't have to be asked again. He chucked his clothes and slid into the bed next to his warm. I'm not reading that fucking last couple of words there. I love feeling all your skin on. Again, okay, I can't read these. I'm just gonna show. I'll just show you this sort of page here. Naz, put this on the screen, man. I'm not reading it. You can read it on your own volition. I'm not reading
shall. I love feeling all your skin on my skin, Daddy. Oh, never mind. What? Pump fake, slide cancel. Hold on. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm actually surprised he got away with putting this up on just the text up on YouTube and didn't get demonetized. All right. Well. Yeah, okay, we're all right.
Right. Naz, it is imperative that you do not cut back to my face. Leave this on screen for everyone to read. For people who are just listening to the audio, that's probably for the best, actually. Like, trust me, you are not missing out on anything mind-blowing here. At least in the positive sense. It is pretty fucking mind-blowing in all the worst ways. Now, it would be one thing if, like, this was a completely unknown family who, in all other aspects of their family life, act completely normally. It would still be disgusting and terrible and worrying, but it would be one thing. But this isn't that. This Literatica account and all the stories here, the tens of stories here that are written exactly like this one, is only like one factor in a multivariate situation here where every single aspect of every single video that they've ever put out.
So one thing I'm curious about, and I feel like I'm still missing some information here, right? He admitted to the Ariela Literatica account, which included incest stuff, but it seems like the daddy-daughter stuff specifically was associated with the Dad for Babe account, and I'm struggling to see how we've exactly proven that those are both owned by the same person, aka him. I'd be really curious. I'm pretty sure the accounts are deleted, so I don't know if there's archives. But it is pretty easy. There are methodologies in place to compare two sets of writing and confirm that they were like almost certainly written by the same person. If we're talking about writing style that AI was not involved with.
All points towards
I'd be very curious about
Patrick liking incest and liking children. He made like borderline AI CP on the Ariela Brigman account. He sat here making
They all follow each other and he uses them as sock puppets. Yeah, I understand that. And that means it's like it you know, it's likely. It's very, very likely.
Illegal incest pornography. And the thing that he's famous
It just gets it's a lot easier to really nail someone to the wall if you can just perfectly prove everything and put it in front of their face. When even if it's like very, very likely, it's just difficult when you're confronting them. It makes it harder if you can't like be like, oh, here's this, and that, and that's completely confirmed, and you can't deny it, right?
For online is being way too close to his daughter, even going so far as to propose to her with a fucking purity ring. Now, when you add all those things together, it really does not paint a pretty picture. Like, this whole thing is so unbelievable.
They probably used AI. That's the other thing is, yeah, that methodology may not even work, because this seems like a very AI-forward individual.
Unbelievably grim and like just wrong and horrible and not funny in the slightest. If Patrick wasn't such a pathetic wee like creepy fucking sleazeball, I don't think we find it funny at all. Like if he wasn't trying, if he didn't genuinely believe that he had us all fooled, there wouldn't be anything to laugh at. But because he thinks he's like this evil fucking mastermind, there's humor to be found in it because he's just such a specimen. I'm only saying that because I don't want you to take me, you know, laughing or busting joke at a certain point in this like series here about the daddy-daughter dream team as insensitive or downplaying how serious it is. I'm fully aware of just how decrepit this whole thing is. It's just that this isn't really a true crime channel. Like, I like to make jokes to sort of add levity to the whole thing, if that makes sense. Obviously, I'm not doing so as much here because, I mean, that should speak for itself, really.
If we work together, and with his guidance, I'm sure we can find a way to close the door on this in a way that will show the truth without completely destroying me or my family. I said, I agree with you. He goes, I know you are not completely on my side, and I'm not delusional enough to believe we are friends.
He is delusional because he's saying, I know you are not completely on my side, which implies that he thinks she is somewhat on his side. Patrick, you're a naive little fool. But that is a good thing here because you're actually like, it is because of that you're telling us all this information. Like, he probably thought that she wouldn't leak all of this. You fucking idiot. Not only did she leak all of it, but I completely back her decision to do so. As much as I'm usually not a fan of leaking private messages, nah, I don't give a fuck here. Like, you don't deserve any sympathy.
Because I made it very clear to him, we're not friends.
Yeah.
Like, we are not friends. We will never be friends at all. But I believe you have the right intentions, and ultimately something like this requires a not so neutral party, because in the long run, if I worked with someone who was already my friend, then everyone would question it even more. So you have it right here. He says it.
That's true. It's a good thing that you have no fucking friends, because then it would actually be a little bit of a problem. And yeah, I refuse to believe that Patrick has friends. There's just no way. If Patrick has even one single friend, then anything is possible, really. I'm sure we can find a way to close the door on this in a way that will show the truth without completely destroying me or my family. It's not possible, man. You're fucked.
Okay, here's what I want to do. This is kind of a Hail Mary, but I feel like the only way I touch this story on YouTube is if I do this. Because again, I feel like a bunch of people have already made insightful commentary videos on this. And I'm also pretty sure the Getchell crew is based out of Fairfax, which is like 30 minutes from where I grew up in Virginia, so I have ties there. Let's see. Here's what I want to send. Hi, Getchell crew. I'm Sly Boy on YouTube. I'm beginning to develop a series in which I interview viral creators undergoing controversy and give them space to talk as an unbiased I guess I'll say journalist. That sounds head ass, but okay. I've seen a lot of YouTubers making videos about you guys, and let me confirm that they're actually based in Fairfax. I think I'm not doxing them, by the way. I think they say that on their website or something. I saw that somewhere. Getchell family. At least I hope I'm not doxing them. Maybe I did. I don't know. Texas? They're in Texas? Why the fuck did I think Fairfax? I swear I saw that somewhere. Okay, we'll scratch that part. Seen a lot of YouTubers making videos about you guys and wanted to give you a platform on your on my 120K sub channel to speak openly without any gotchas. This is dead ass, by the way, guys. I'm not trolling here. There's some people that, like, if I'm going against like a map or something, I'm gonna try and pull a fast one on them, you know. Someone like this, it's like I think the best thing is to just like let these people talk. So that would be the goal here, is to just kind of open the dialogue. I won't expound on that, but I think that is the most efficient way to approach this situation. Without any gotchas or this guy can't fucking type. Intention. Let me know if you'd be interested in an in-person interview I'd be happy to come to you. The goal for the video would be to document your process as TikTok and TikTok/YouTube creators, and hear your thoughts. Sincerely, Sly Boy. Okay, let's send this puppy out. Did I spell Getchell right? I got a contact email for them off their website. Hold on, where is it? Do we have any copywriters or HR people or therapists who have any last minute edits to this? His in-person content is peak, though. I hope you're talking about me. That's the goal. It's like that. I want to do more of that. Like, it's interesting fucking stuff. I need more of that. It's Getchell, no R. Okay, thank you. You saved the day. Okay. I'm editing that on the actual email. Getchell? Hold on. Getchell. 2 L's. Okay. That's big. That's big. See, that's why I had to double check it with you guys. That's why. See, that's why we do this. Sparkling Dragon, welcome to the inner circle. Let me see. Interesting. Okay. Where's the, let me send that off real quick. Where's the email I got for them? I swear I had it. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. Copying and pasting email. Subject line. 120K channel. Would love an interview for documentary. All right. And I want to be clear, guys. It's not, I swear it's not a troll. I think this is more serious subject matter than would be, would be material for trolling. Comfy, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Appreciate that. And Ruski, welcome to the inner circle. Okay, man, we've been on a fucking journey. Hey guys, I'm back. What's going on? Oh, I don't know. All right, time me. I'm gonna pee real quick.
By proxy, you fucked everything for your family as well. Like, you have ruined your life and you've ruined their life. Your daughter's like, it's done now. And this is the big fucking problem, is like, you have caused irreparable damage to your daughter's life. If she never clocks on to the fact that she's been fucking manipulated and abused her entire life at this point, then that's obviously a horrible thing. If she does eventually clock on to that fact, it's not as though everything you put her through is just going to disappear. Like, that has lifelong effects. And not only that, but it's all on the internet now. Every moment of her defending you, everything is on the internet. All these stories, the fucking weird obsession you had with that one celebrity, the AICP that you were putting out, it's all online. It's all going to be there forever. Videos like this one are always going to exist as well. Like, I have no idea why Patrick is still in this sort of mindset that he can fix things, or it's not all gone to shit by now. It's like, it's over, man. There's no way to win over the public at this point.
I'm not his friend, and I think that's why he's at the very end. If we were friends, people would question the legality of everything. Apparently, when he moved to Texas, he was living with a pastor and his wife, and when Sarah went to the hospital for the CPS case, like, I guess they kicked him out. I mean, this story goes so deep. The moving around as much as they did to escape, the CPS and everything. They were homeless. He talked about that they were homeless, that they had no food, that he was so fixated on social media that they were living in campsites. I asked him about Babes for Dad. He said that wasn't him. I asked him about Suspicious Quail. He says it wasn't him. He never played that game.
So focused on social media that you were living on campsites and shit. Just get a fucking job, mate. Like, get a job. I mean, like, the fact that this is technically your job, once again, disgusts me. I think only focusing on social media or your hobby or, like, YouTube or something is a bad idea generally. Like, it should be, like, a side thing that you are doing, like, as a side hustle next to, like, the main thing that you're doing for money that maybe you don't enjoy as much. But especially if you're going all in on something like that, obviously the danger is that most of the time it doesn't work, but, like, especially when
Sly,
the
great job.
all-in
Yeah,
is pretending to...
I put it in overdrive just for
not
you
even
guys.
pretending, worst case
Just get back to
scenario.
stream in time.
I can't even
in a
fucking
timely
say
manner.
it, man. I hate describing what he's actually doing because it goes against every bone in my body. I'm sure you know what I'm getting at here.
I do wash
Certainly
my
played
hands.
that game.
14 seconds. Thank you very
That
much.
person said, without a doubt, they know for a fact that he played that game.
Yeah.
And when that person heard the YouTube video, said with not even like she couldn't like within seconds was like, oh, that's Patrick.
So you can confidently say 100% Sarah knew what the account, the Literatica account was written, and it was written by him. So every time she would come on here and say, you pansies, what is wrong with you people? She was sticking up for him.
He said that she knew about all the other Ariela stuff, the Instagram account. Well, so hold on. I'm trying to remember exactly because I don't want to say something that's not true. I don't think she knew about, well, this is what he said. She didn't know about the fan view and she didn't know about the Literatica. She knew about the other stuff. But then when it all started to come out, he felt like he had to tell Sarah and Teresa. I was told, because this person and
even just like having like open conversations with your 21-year-old daughter about your like AI OnlyFans porn stint. Fuck, what did I do? Damn it, amateur hour. Fuck. Oh my gosh, where did I go?
yes, so this is where people are like, oh, how did you get to do this? Like, you must have paid him, you must have done this. And he says right here, I am nervous as hell because
right now, CPS has been around. I have called. I know that there's other too because he has food, he has shelter, and he has clothes. And as long as he has his own bed to sleep in, there's nothing that they can do about it.
I believe Sarah has left because of Hunter, because Sarah has been contacted by people that she's known her whole life telling.
Yeah, unfortunately, there just isn't much CPS can actually do because there is no undeniable evidence of the incest actually taking place or, like, you know, Patrick's abuse actually taking place. All they know is that Patrick's a fucking weirdo, but when they go...
It may very well be the case that nothing has technically happened in the family. He may be like a pre-offender, you know, though that also exists, you know? You know, there are people like that who are like repressing a lot of very evil shit.
To visit it, everything supposedly
it's a
looks
boiling
okay, but the children don't look as though they're in any imminent danger. They have food to eat, a bed to sleep on. So optically, it looks a lot more, I guess, pleasurable and normal in terms of like family-wise compared to maybe a different household where the children literally can't put food on the table or don't even have any beds. You know what I mean? Like comparatively, there's just really not much CPS can do.
You should
here.
only be
Maybe
allowed
with all
one
these
button
fucking
for
admissions,
pausing.
maybe there's like more of a
tried.
case to be made for.
It's close to the other buttons.
But thus far, yeah, I mean, real fucking problem.
Live with me. I will pay everything. Like, whatever you need, let me take you out. And she won't leave. She will not leave. And I believe
Sly, I'll do it for free too, because it'll make chat happy. Also, I'm a goth patty, so you can't break my cute little heart. Okay, well, hold on. That's tempting. What are you propositioning? Secretary work? I don't know. I feel like this is getting weird. I feel, I don't know. That feels That feels
I was told
morally
that
questionable.
Sarah is like the parent to Hunter. She makes sure he showers. She feeds him. She homeschools him. She does everything for him.
Goes back to.
I mean,
the
I
whole
always
ring
need
situation.
IT people.
He gave Hannah a ring. I mean, I'm sorry, Sarah a ring. And didn't give one to Teresa because, in my opinion, I feel like he's embarrassed of Teresa.
I'm about that.
I'm the PowerPoint guy. What PowerPoint guy? There's a PowerPoint girl. I only had one PowerPoint presenter on here. And it was Anjo. Anjo came on for the PowerPoint. Did you switch over to? I'm confused. You guys have to understand that I'm a little technologically fragile. You can't be doing all this shit to me.
Whenever
okay?
he makes videos with Teresa, he
I
had like
am
a
her.
series
Why are
that
you in both chats, gang? Why are you in both chats, gang?
What are we doing here?
Dead ass.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Unironically.
In my first video on the Daddy Daughter Dream Team where he gave like love and relationship advice. Yeah, imagine that, by the way. With Teresa next to him, and like he would begrudgingly put his arm around her, and the advice.
I'm not in
even
another
fucking joking to
chat.
you. He goes like,
okay, wait, so we have an imposter among us? What's So you're not the PowerPoint guy. Okay.
hey, so if you want your wife to feel loved, then you should tell her that like you love her and shit. All right, that's enough for this episode of Wife Advice. I'll catch you on the next one.
Or
And that was it. I was like, wow, unbelievable. I never would have thought of that one. Cheers. But it looked as though he would rather have been anywhere else. Like whenever he's in videos with his daughter, he looks like he's having the time of his fucking life. When he's with his wife, he looks like he'd rather be dead. And as grim as it is to say, I feel as though the reason why his son, Hunter, doesn't get as much attention is because he's not interested in men. Which I realize, saying it out loud, it's so fucking grim to say.
Okay, well, I missed out on that lore.
But I honestly believe that that is the reason.
And that he so desperately wished
I am
that
on Twitch
Sarah
as well, yeah.
was his wife.
I'm on Twitch right now.
Maybe
actually.
he got so defensive for Teresa.
Yeah. You know, the fact that he got so defensive.
Slide, you press something other than the space to pause the video? No, I just press spacebar. What? So is there a different device I should be pressing?
When I said, why don't you buy a ring for her? And he like won't do it.
I'm on
I'm being
Twitch.
pressured,
Good thing
or
you're
this
on
feels
YouTube.
Controlling or whatever he said. I can't remember the exact words, but it was like, that's your wife, man. Like, you don't want to buy her a ring?
I think she's a burden. I think she was just a vessel to give him a child. I'm being honest.
Why is she wearing dirty shirts? Why does she not have proper, toenail care? Why is she walking around dirty and Sarah has decent clothes? Like that's
in the front seat of the car.
That's front seat of the car. It's a generational family thing.
Do you know anything about that personally? Did he express that to you?
Alt
Or have you spoken
F4
to
works
anybody
best.
about that?
Shut the whole fuck up,
Expressed
Taco.
and was honest that he was the victim when he was a child.
He was.
Not a fucking excuse in the slightest. And by the way, might not even be true. Like, I usually am very hesitant when it comes to, like, not believing victims of stories. But in this case here, I would not doubt at all if he just made that shit up to make himself seem more sympathetic or justify this at all. Because there are some people who will go, oh, well, that explains the situation a little bit. I don't fucking buy that at all. It does not justify anything. It does not explain anything. It does not excuse anything. Like, the behavior that he is exhibiting is just as bad as though if nothing happened to him when he was a kid. I'm not saying I don't.
Okay. So I feel like I've now been brought up to date on kind of the nuts and bolts of the public's qualms with the Daddy-Daughter Dream Team. It seems like there are probably updates since then. So what's the most recent stuff? Hold on. So I have a couple things here. Let me switch back here for a second. Let's see. Daddy, Daughter, Dream Team, Shira. I like that Shira girl. She's very well spoken, and her face is very symmetrical. Did she only do one video on them, or did she do multiple? Looks like she just did the one. Okay, that's the Kiwi Tapes thing. We're done with that. 4 months ago, blah blah blah. 7 months ago. Are there any particular updates I need to be aware of? Dong Washer, we spent a great deal of time on the AI erotica stuff. That was excruciating. Yeah, I know I know it pops up a ton of videos, but I'm wondering if anyone in chat has the plug on like the most, you know, the most up to date and relevant stuff. A lot of mutual fans of Shira in the chat. That's cool. Repzilla did one. Kiwi Farms ripped them apart, as in ripped Repzilla apart, or the Dream Team. They stopped posting for a bit. I think hold on. Let me pull up the. Do I have? Let me see. Let me see if I can pull them up on TikTok. TikTok, Getchell family. Picnic meet and greet. I heard some lore of a meet and greet. Did that actually happen? Son, I'm crying. Worst pause ever. No, this is fine. Danky's a handsome man. You can't get a bad.
But
okay, well that's a bad one. Other than
I'm
that,
not saying that I
that's
believe.
probably the only frame that has ever been bad for Danky. That was a anomaly right there. That was as rare as if my atoms phased through a wall. Very handsome man. Very hard to get a bad screen pause on that man. Okay. Getchell. Getchell family. Most recent vid.
Hello, everybody. So.
Hour ago. Yeah, they're still posting.
Yep, we got a package. It was on the porch yesterday when we got home from my birthday fun. Do you need a knife?
Sly can't read chat. What did I miss?
I like
sure you
What's the
don't need a
Discord?
knife?
Why y'all looking for my fucking Discord, gang?
There you go.
I got something.
What the fuck is Getchella?
I don't know.
No, that's upside down.
Sly, when will you do a meet and greet? Would that be a wise idea? I'm in Nashville. I don't know. I think I checked recently. Hold on. That's actually a subject of curiosity to me. I think Nashville is one of my, like, lowest cities on the analytical front. So that's unfortunate, man. If I were in like New York, I could, yeah, dude, I could so fucking do a meet and greet in New York or Los Angeles, I guess. Damn, our ratio's slipping, gang. Our ratio's slipping, ladies. I need you to lock in. Where are the cities at? Okay, cities. Nashville is not even like top 50, I don't even think. Wait, is Indianapolis bigger than Nashville for me? That's amazing. I think I fostered a lot of goodwill with Indiana residents over the whole Katie Cruz situation. Yeah, dude. 2K people in Nashville over, what is this? Is this 30 days or, yeah, last 28 days? So we're tiny in Nashville. So I don't think a meet and greet would super work unless if I did like a trip somewhere. Come to the UK? I might in the next year or two. New Jersey? I don't think a Sly Boy meet and greet in New Jersey is like very likely to be in the cards. anytime soon, unfortunately. Anyway. Okay, I got derailed. So they're still posting. They're posting as of today. Let me see. Daddy Daughter Dream Team, 6 months. Okay, can we? Let's filter by this month. Okay, so I heard some lore of the meet and greets that they attempted. Social media scam. Man, everyone's making videos about these people. Meet and greet disaster. Cops had to get involved. Okay. All right, congratulations. Chili Speaks, you have the catchiest.
This was supposed
title.
to feel easy. A meet and greet at the park, a canopy up, bracelets on the table, the family outside, supporters dropping by, a few pictures, a little conversation, and then everybody goes
there were
home
free hot
feeling like
dogs?
the real life
Shit.
support matched the online image. That was the point of it. It was meant to look warm, low stakes, and fun-centered. Instead, it turned embarrassing almost immediately. That is what makes this story bigger than a few people filming in public. The collapse came from the fact
What
that
is this
they tried to
channel
stage a public
branding?
moment they were not ready to handle. They wanted something simple and affirming. What they got was exposure, confusion, police, damage control, and a very fast pivot into victim language once the whole thing stopped looking flattering.
All right, guys, so it's not 1 o'clock, but unfortunately, the trolls showed up and they were streaming our meet and greet, and they were talking about, they were making threats. Got to protect everybody, so we have left. We will organize another meet and greet, but this time we will get a private venue where we can keep it under control.
Even before it fully falls apart, the setup tells on them. They are outside dealing with wind, wet seats, moving the canopy around, trying to get shade, trying to settle in. None of it feels secure. None of it feels properly managed. It feels thrown together. They are saying they will be...
Hold on. If Sly comes to Indiana, I'll get some kind of Sly tattoo. Now that's tempting. What drink you making us? So I made you a sorry. I'll only indulge in this for a second. I don't want to get back into this. I made a Irish Maid, which is cucumber muddled Irish whiskey, Saint Germain, which is the best liqueur that's ever been invented. And that's basically it. Incredible. And then I polished that off, and I just re-upped with a little bit of Maker's Mark. Anyway.
there until one, telling people to come say hi, doing all this in a public park where everybody can
Why
look,
does the cucumber have a condom?
approach,
'Cause
record,
it
or
keeps
just
it
stand
fresh,
there and
obviously,
watch. That
and
choice
prevents me from getting
matters
pregnant.
because later they try to present the situation like trolls came in and hijacked something innocent. But the event was already wide open. It was public, loose, and easy to disrupt. Later, in their own explanation, they admit the obvious fix themselves. Next time, it needs to be somewhere private, somewhere controlled. That means they already knew what kind of setting made sense for an event like this. They just went ahead without...
Okay, this commentary is ass. I'm sorry. No offense, Silly Speaks. That's actually... I shouldn't be punching at other creators like that. I'm sorry. I rescind that.
We have got to talk.
Okay. Everyone forget that. I'm autistic.
About the
okay?
daddy-daughter
Unconfirmed.
team because they have been on their social media begging for money again, and this time they are trying to scam people while gaining sympathy over their dog's alleged health issues. And we have got to get into it because there's a lot of speculation that there are no actual health issues and that they're faking this. Now, before I get into it, I have a whole playlist about the daddy-daughter dream team. If you guys have not seen it, I will link the playlist down below so that you guys can check out those videos. That will go over the entire backstory of this insane family so that you can get caught up to date and understand why we are even talking about this to begin with. But with that being said, one of the reasons why I'm discussing this in particular is that they have a history of scamming people out of money and gifts. We saw it in the past when his daughter Sarah pretended that she moved out and had her own apartment.
You know what this is reminding me of, gang? And I hope this doesn't go anywhere outside of my audience. But my first girlfriend thought it was too scandalous to hold my hand. My first girlfriend was like, I don't know, I feel like that might be a little bit too intimate. I don't know if the Lord would be happy with that. And then I saw her rubbing her brother's chest hair. Presented without further comment.
So that people would send her gifts and from her Amazon wish list and money, and people did. She ended up getting caught for lying about being on her own and allegedly refunded people, but I also heard that people that were asking for refunds that they were being blocked. This family is known to beg for money and to get people to feel bad for them, to give them things, and at this point I don't understand why people give them anything at all. They're doing lives every single day, and these lives are done just for the purpose of getting money. They have this whiteboard behind them so that anybody who donates anything to them, they'll write their name on it, but the thing is that the names are being written so small you can't even read them. Yet people are still sending them gifts and sending them money.
Kat, thank you for the 10 gift memberships. That's really generous. Appreciate you.
Even though they continue to act ungrateful and rude to the people that are watching them. So I guess the gifts that they're getting from doing these TikTok lives are not enough because now they are allegedly faking their dog's health issues for more money. Now here's the reason why people think that they are faking.
I want to do more IRL content. I really do. Which is why I really hope the Getchell family will respond to my email. You know, they're about my size on TikTok, and they're tiny on YouTube. So if they want to branch out into YouTube, it'd be a good way for them to promote themselves. And I swear that I'm not trolling. I would just like attempt journalism. Not that I'm saying I'm a journalist. I would have journalistic aspirations in pursuing that story. So I hope they respond. I'll follow up. I have a feeling I won't get a response to the email, but I'll follow up a couple times at least.
Play the video for you where Patrick was talking about their
what
dog's
religion
health
were you
issues
raised?
and
Slyboy Christian, and I am still Christian.
how they had to take their dog to the vet.
Hi guys.
Come to Vancouver.
So I am so sorry.
If there's, I'm actively looking for excuses to travel places for a story because I want to do more stuff out in the world. Because I think that I don't know. I just think like when you get out there to like explore some of these topics or some of these people, some of these stories, you're doing something for the world. That like, you know, creates ripples in the water a little bit more productively than just being someone who just like sits at home and crawls the internet all day long looking for juicy shit. Unlicensed pharmacist, thank you for the gift sub.
I know we didn't get live tonight, and everybody's wondering where the heck we are, what happened to the Superfan Live. I am so sorry, guys. I couldn't make this video earlier.
Explore New York. I'd be looking for an excuse
kind
to
of
go
emergency
up to New
situation.
York again. I'm not gonna lie.
Unfortunately,
I was there
Jackie
last
has
year.
been very lethargic, and she's showing signs of possible toxicity. We don't think that's the case, but we are on our way to get her to the ER. We've been trying everything, talking with our vet, and the vet says we gotta get her in there. So we're on our way now. We're headed out the door. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm sorry we missed live tonight. We will go ahead.
Another video like the Christina video would be sick. Love how you handle the interview with her mother. Not Christina. That's not who you're thinking of. What's the name? Katie Cruz. Yeah, I'd love to do another one like that. Full disclosure, I was trying to put one together very recently, and it just fell through, unfortunately. I was really, really hoping. But that's kind of the way these things go sometimes is, you know, I was looking for an in on a particular situation, and it just didn't work. Which was, there's some people I'm keeping an eye on. I'll say that. I can't say anything else. There's people I'm keeping an eye on that if I could just put the pieces together, I'd be there. But it's tough with some of these cases.
Super Fan Live tomorrow at 8 for that hour. So we're not gonna cancel it for the whole week. Once we know what's going on with Jackie, we will let everybody
I still
know.
get comments about the Katie Cruz video, by the way, and I can say, given my own analytics of geographical analytics of who has watched that video, my best estimate is over 1/4, probably approaching 50% of the population of the town Katie Cruz lives in has seen my video on Katie Cruz. So Katie Cruz, objectively speaking, can't go to Walmart or a fucking diner or a gas station without someone recognizing them, which is fucking awesome.
We've got to take care of her. That's the number one priority here. Make sure she's good and she's okay. So I promise you, we will give you a Jackie update as soon as we get everything squared away and know what's going on. So please be praying for Jackie. We don't think it's anything super major, I hope, but we're on our way to get her checked out and make sure. So we will see you in the next video. We will let you know.
Did you see any IRL harassment when you went to Shelbyville? No, I got some IRL love, but Katie Cruz doesn't have any allies in Shelbyville. Now, what I am curious about is Ali Kotetsu, because Ali Kotetsu does have some IRL allies in Seattle. I may do an update video on Ali Kotetsu in the near future. I'm curious. I have a suspicion there may or may not be some developing details, not major ones, but some stuff that could be interesting, at least to see how it plays out. Just looking at the things that Ali Kotetsu has posted recently. Ali is the streamer. Yeah. So yeah, that would be interesting. And some interesting people have DM'd me when it comes to Ali's personal life. I look like I watch anime. I haven't watched an anime very recently at all. I'm not a huge anime person. There's some that I really, really like. I mean, obviously, I have Psycho Pass on my fucking screensaver. But Taco, thank you for the 20 gift memberships. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it very much.
Until then,
thank you, Taco. Very
stay
cool.
Positive, pray for Jackie, and have an amazing night.
Now, this is a video that most people wouldn't even be posting on their social media, especially right as all this is happening. This is like a personal matter. You're going to go and take care of that matter instead of being on the internet about it. Do you know what I'm saying? But no, he had to get online and post about it because people watch them and give them money and give them stuff. And so if people feel bad for their dog Jackie, they're going to get more sympathy, then therefore they're going to get more payout for that. But here's the thing. People went and looked at their Cameo page. Now, Cameo is a place.
Who the fuck donates to the Getchell family? That I don't understand. I was watching their shit back, and their whole VOD was just a live stream where they had no content. It was just them being like, thank you for the rose. Appreciate that. Oh, that's so great. Thank you so much. That was the content, was them just being like, thank you to the never-ending flood of donations. I don't who does this? Who does? I don't understand. Who donates to these
videos
people?
For people that pay for you to basically talk to them on camera. There's a set amount of money depending on who you are asking for one of these videos from, and Patrick and Sarah apparently have one. I don't know why anybody would want to watch these nasty people talk to them. I can't even fathom it. Nonetheless, they have a Cameo page where people will request videos from them. The interesting thing about that, though, is that when you go to the Cameo page, you can actually see the time of the last Cameo that was made. And so people went over to Cameo and they saw that while they were allegedly at the vet with their dog, that it was updating that they were sending cameos at the time where they supposedly had taken their dog to the vet. This lines up perfectly with the way that they are, with the fact that they take money from their fans while scamming them. Like, they scam their fans, like, point blank period. They scam their fans allegedly for entertainment purposes only. They make up stories and situations so that people will give them money. That's why they do this. That's the only thing Patrick cares about. So people started talking about the cameos and that they were posting them. Patrick sees that people are saying that they're scamming people out of things. So then he allegedly goes to the veterinarian clinic at night and stands outside of the emergency clinic and films himself pretending that Jackie's inside, allegedly for entertainment purposes only.
Okay, I wanted to give a quick update because I know everybody's worried about Jackie. We are here at Animal Urgent Care in Dallas. Seen the doctor. They did an ultrasound, did some, diagnostics. Right now we're going to get some nausea medication for her. They're giving her some nausea medication and some subcutaneous fluids to just get her hydrated and hopefully help with her upset stomach. And we got to take her home and see how she does overnight, and then tomorrow see how she is, and if we need to, we'll have to do some more tests. But right now they feel that it's probably just nausea. So that's the update. Keep praying, and we will keep you updated as we know more.
If your dog was sick, you would be in there with your dog. You would not be outside on TikTok recording this video for views. Okay? These people are so hell-bent on getting money out of people that if Jackie was actually in the vet, they would have taken a picture or video of her in there. They would have absolutely filmed strawberry ice pop. So people would have felt sorry for her. Okay, I'm sorry. They would have absolutely done that. But no, what he can do without actually getting Jackie in there is drive over to the veterinarian clinic and take a video outside of the building to make it look like she's inside when she's not, allegedly. But people didn't stop there. People obviously continued to come after them. So then he posted this follow-up video about how he was seeing the comments and he doesn't normally address them, even though he always addresses them. Like, what is he even talking about? All they do is address what people say because they love the hate and attention that they get. They even read their Reddit page religiously, which is way worse to them than I've ever been over here on this channel. So he says in this video that yes, we filmed cameos before we took Jackie to the vet, and he's claiming that they did that because they needed the money to take her there. I'm gonna go ahead and play this video for you.
Hi everybody. So I know everybody's probably still worried about Jackie. We did bring her home last night. When we got home, she was acting.
I mean, I'm just way less concerned about like a potential sympathy bait scam than the other stuff. I feel like we're just getting into stuff where it's like people want things to go after with these people. Like, this is just like, I don't know, I feel like this is reading into a lot of shit.
H-E. And Teresa
All right.
said,
creepy.
"Ow,
Okay, this is the
what the hell are you doing?" Sarah's like 360 went
the
off.
meet and greet disaster.
Dad's on the way home. The chat spammed Sarah one day.
From
Patrick
Aerolink
said, "I'm busy doing
2 weeks
something
ago.
to actually help the family." And Teresa said, "Okay." And Patrick said, "Okay." Then Patrick said, "If you're
Listen,
feeling
Sly
froggy,
Guy.
then
Listen,
just
Sly Guy.
leave."
What?
Disney.
Fuck you
not
talking about?
Disney. Pedro came over to kiss Teresa, and he said nobody puts Teresa in a corner.
What's your address? I'll send you some. Oh, yeah, it's... Oh, wait a second. Oh, you were trying to pull a fast one on me. I know your game. See, I'm a YouTube pro. I narrowly avoided that trap.
Sarah looked so uncomfortable, was like putting her hand on her head. Teresa looked over and was like, what? Then Teresa started laughing like a little... And Sarah was genuinely...
My friend bought your shirt, and I wore it 3 days in a row. Let's fucking go. And you know why? Is because I don't print my shit on shitty, cheap, like, dumb brands like Giljan or whatever it is. Bella Canvas, all the way with my merch. There's 7 shirts left, by the way, I will say. And it's only larges and smalls. So thank you guys for buying that shit. I appreciate it.
If it's broken when it gets to you...
Sly, give me a number to bench,
If
302.
you want a refund, you're going to have to send the bracelet back because we're not just issuing refunds to everyone. Pedrick was trying to say something like, this is Sarah's business and she'll get the money, but
Coming in at 49 hours.
Sly, prove you remember your social security number. 226 88 482, I think. If I remember correctly, I'm not sure. It's been a while. I have it in my phone.
50 minutes is our new super fan. Last day's 10.
Sly, how much to bench you? I'd let you bench me. I'll do it for free.
Marcy's right behind it with 46 hours.
You can feel what this live is before anybody even tries to explain it. Teresa is getting corrected in real time. A comment telling Sarah
Sly, what's your credit card?
to her mom gets muted, and the second Patrick gets home, he wants to know about rankings. That is the atmosphere.
Last night they switched sides, so Therese was doing the gifters and Sarah was reading the chat. An account named Suspicious Quail popped in. Teresa asked Sarah how to spell siren, and Sarah was like, S-I-R-E-N.
That would be Robin Hood Gold.
And someone in the chat was like, Sarah, please
My
be
friends.
nice to your mom, and they got muted immediately. Sarah said,
Not cozy, not quirky, not wholesome, just a room full of bad energy trying to pass as content. Every time this family
What's my
goes
blood
live,
type?
they try to sell the same little fantasy. It is supposed to feel harmless.
B, maybe? I'm not sure.
That cute homie
Is that one of them?
That act
Like
is
B
what
minus
had
or
it
something
pulled
like that?
off. What keeps showing through is instead a family setup built on control, discomfort, and blood rolls with the audience stuck right in.
Sly, are we getting any more DDLC content with the period simulator? I would love to do it, honestly. I would. And Jack, the voice actor who tapped in for the last one, I because I pulled up Discord for the first time since that happened, I saw messaged me and said, hit me up if you want to do it again. So that was a good time. I'd like to do it again. Unfortunately, there are far, far more profitable things for me to spend my time on than that. Just giving like how many views that tends to get. But for the core audience, for the real ones, we could do the Doki Doki Literature Club period simulator thing again, potentially. I'm stretched a little thin, and that shit makes no money. But it was fun, and it was interesting. So yeah, maybe part 2 on that, maybe.
In the middle of it. That is what makes this worth unpacking. Sarah is not just sitting there. She is controlling the room, while also being treated like its main attraction. Teresa is present, but mostly in a way that makes her useful, correctable, and easy to manage on camera. Patrick drifts in and turns the whole atmosphere weird in a way you can feel almost immediately. So no, this is not random mess. It is organized mess. Sarah had already been live earlier in the day by herself on the family account. That made the whole thing feel less like a casual pop-in and more like they were trying to
I did
stretch
play Doki
the
Doki on
audience
stream.
for
It's up on
Let's go over the
Sly too.
Getchell
It's not
family
on the
live
main
last
channel.
night. Sarah went live by herself on the family account yesterday around 11:30. I was wondering if they're trying to do more lives during the day because rent is coming up. Someone in the chat said just some extra dry begging. And if they're trying to save money, then why don't they get rid of their Six Flags membership? I don't know how much it is for a family, but it's not free. And Sarah said they live 45 minutes away.
The room already had that family desperate energy where you can almost hear the bills sitting off camera. One of the comments floating around was basically asking if they are trying to save money when they keep the Six Flags membership. That fit the mood perfectly.
AI commentary. I do feel like this is. I can't tell if it's AI or just like very fucking bland. First comment, you got to stop repeating in the video. You lose views because of that. It's annoying. All of the comments are complaining about the commentator, and there's 4 of them. 12 of them if you sort by newest, I guess. Oh, 12 because of the replies. Oh, this is like a fucking botted channel. Okay, sorry I played some fucking bot shit for you guys. I was confused too, to be fair. I was confused too, to be fair. Okay. Does she have any? She probably doesn't have anything that we haven't already found out before.
Genuinely a sick,
her face is so symmetrical. I just was compelled to get back to it.
perverted person who should be in prison would write something like this. Please do not seek out any of these stories. Just take my word for it. And unfortunately, the evidence pointed straight back to Patrick and Sarah. Moderators on the subreddit even verified screenshots and timestamps, and it showed that Miss Ariela and her story was created months before Sarah even used that audio. And 24 hours after this discovery of the Literatica account, the entire account vanished, along with every trace of Ariela Brigman across TikTok, Instagram, Spotify.
Can someone please tell me if the incest allegations hold weight? Nothing proves that anything happened between the dad and the daughter. And that's kind of that's what makes this such a sticky situation. I think I stand by my previous comment that this feels like a, what was the word I used? Pre-offender. It just seems like there is something here mentally. And intentions wise. But as to whether, it's very possible that nothing has technically transpired.
And all of it wiped completely clean. And just when people thought it was over, we got round 2 because another name surfaced, and this one was Suspicious Quail, a tiny YouTube gaming channel with commentary that sounded exactly like Patrick.
Hello everybody, this is Suspicious Quail. Hello everybody, and welcome to my brand new channel. And I think I'm gonna leave it off at there for now, and I will see you guys later. I think this is a good place to end part 1. I will see you soon.
Also, I would not get that from comparing those 2 voices. You'd have to at least compare speech patterns. There's a bunch of old, like, middle-aged white guys who sound like that.
And this one questionable video was also on that YouTube.
Got interrogated by the FBI as to some questionable contents on my computer. But everything's fine now. I'm just chained down to my chair.
The frog is
can't really do
boiling, yeah,
anything
basically.
else. Wasn't expecting the government to be so concerned with my Selena Gomez folder. I don't even know how it was illegal. I mean, I downloaded it right off of Disney's official secret website.
What? Now, I usually wouldn't bring this up as technically your family's criminal history isn't you, and you shouldn't be punished or treated differently because of that. But in this scenario, it feels a little too relevant because both of Patrick's brothers are convicted offenders.
They brought up my brother's conviction.
I mean, that's a bad thing to have to follow up. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad thing to be the 3rd installment of And it does cast some, like, sex offenders pop up everywhere, right? But often they're the only person in the family, right? When you have two, it's like, okay, is there something cultural here that's happening?
That's their problem, not mine. Okay, yes, I still talk to my brothers. They're my brothers. Hello.
I'm gonna be honest, I would not still talk to my family members if they did something as awful as that.
Would I still talk to my family members if one of them were a sex offender? I think in a lot of cases there are some nuance to retaining contact in particular situations. It depends on the nature of what you're trying to accomplish with that relationship too.
But this is Patrick we're speaking about. Anyway, Reddit users somehow ended up linking the email used by the Suspicious Quail YouTube channel to another Literatica account.
I have one in my family. I do not talk to him. Fuck that. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you at all. I have a family member that got put back into the family after DV, and I refuse to talk to him. Absolutely not in my life. It would be limited circumstances. Yeah, I mean, limited circumstances, absolutely. I mean, just like that's from the get-go, of course, because, like, you know, in my family, it's like I'll spend time with my nieces and nephews, right? If you're like my brother or my sister and you're a sex offender, probably not babysitting the nieces and nephews, right? But I do recognize that there are degrees of gravity to some of these crimes. So there may be cases where it's maybe someone still wants to speak into someone's life. That doesn't mean that they're welcoming them into every aspect of their own life, or you know, allowing them to be a force of influence within the family.
And this one was called Babe for Dad. And it featured stories about, again, fathers and daughters, and some with mothers and sons. And it had the same writing style, same tone, only this time the stories actually referenced two names, Sarah and Hunter, Patrick's real kids. And if you notice, the profile picture looks suspiciously like the Firebound Harmony cover photo. Anyway, Patrick obviously ended up denying everything about Suspicious Quail.
He admits to it. She goes over that. It looks
Claimed,
like,
first of all, that she was moving out. As part of this very exciting new move into her own place, Sarah ended up making an Amazon wish list and put up a bunch of house stuff on it.
I feel like people watch the Getchell family more intently than they pay attention to, like, the president of the United States. It's like every aspect of their lives is micro, is like fine-tooth comb.
Is it vacuum sealed? This is
She even did a little tour of her new place.
Now, I said I wouldn't do a full apartment tour,
Sly,
but
do you
I
have a
figured
degree?
I'd give
Yeah,
you guys
English.
a little taste of what my apartment looks like. So this is my bed. As you can see, Jackie has kind of taken it over. And then this is my dresser area. And then this is my filming area, my basically quote-unquote living room.
Oh, that's
and
just
then
wallpaper.
my
That's
closet
brutal.
area. Yeah. I love my new apartment. I'm so happy with how it turned out, and I hope you guys love it too. See you next time. Bye.
But something about this house tour just wasn't adding up, because almost everything within that house looked exactly like her old house where she lived with the Getchells. And it's,
Right.
you know,
Hold
not
on.
too
Watch
far-fetched to
the
say
email
that,
go
you
for a
know,
second. I
she
gotta
could
pee.
be
Time me
lying because
14
she's lied in the
seconds.
past. And as people had guessed, it was all fake. Again, it was all a lie. The original interviewer, Hannah, actually ended up getting Patrick to admit everything. Sarah never moved out completely. We got a 2-bedroom apartment at the extended stay, and the second bedroom has a second kitchen and a door, so it's kind of the same but not really. So many people were pressuring her to move out that she just wanted to try to get a break from it all, and she didn't want to leave TikTok, so she felt it was better to just make people believe she left. That is it, truly is the full truth. And the crazier thing of all this is that Patrick actually ended up admitting to writing the Literatica story under the Miss Ariela name for attraction. Yes, I wrote the story. This is the only story like that I have ever written. I don't believe that. If you read the story, it is actually surprisingly well written, and I don't mean that in this is gonna come out wrong. I meant it's not like a story that you write for the first time. You know what I mean? It was complete fiction and it was hard for me to even write it. But I was being stupid trying to get traction for the whole AI count, and terrifying as it is, most of the top read stories on Literatica are from that category. There, I said it. Now you know everything that we have lied about except for one thing. He never talked about the other Literatica accounts or suspicious quails, even though it all seemed a little suspicious. Now I want to talk about why this kind of content exists. Well, because people watch it. The Getchells basically became a real-time reality TV show, and the internet rewarded every disturbing moment with views. People stitched it, duetted, reposted it, not realizing the outrage is still engagement. And every click kept them stuck in the dynamic they've been watching unfold.
Wait, I missed something?
I mean, the more they were playing into the character—
What did I miss? What did I miss?
And as people had guessed, it was all fake. Again, it was all a lie. The original interviewer, Hannah, actually ended up getting Patrick to admit everything. Sarah never moved out completely. We got a 2-bedroom apartment at the extended stay, and the second bedroom has
but that's not the most
kitchen
that's not
and
the
a door,
smoking
so it's
gun.
kind of the same but not really. Yes, I wrote the story. This is the only story like that I have ever written. I don't believe that. If you read the story, it is actually surprisingly well written, and I don't mean that in this is gonna come out wrong.
Yeah, that did come out wrong. You want to explain that one to me, Shira?
I meant it's not like a story that you write for the first time. You know what I mean? It was complete fiction, and it was hard for me to even write.
He might just be really good at writing, Shira. Did you consider that? Okay, give the man hours.
It. But I was being stupid trying to get traction for the whole AI count, and terrifying as it is, most of the top read stories on Literatica are from that category. There, I said it. Now you know everything that we have lied about except for one thing. He never talked about the other Literatica accounts or suspicious quails, even though it all seemed a little suspicious. Now I want to talk about why this kind of content exists. Well, because people watch it. The Getchells basically became a real-time reality TV show, and the internet rewarded every disturbing moment with views. People stitched it, duetted, reposted it, not realizing the outrage is still—
Bro could find Oswald's rifle in the book depository and say, yes, but that doesn't mean it's the rifle. Okay, why? One, I don't get the reference, but two, that sounds completely respectable to me. If I find a rifle in a depository, I'm not gonna immediately assume it's a pre-discussed rifle. Okay? All right? You would need some sort of forensic evidence to prove that is the rifle you were trying to the rifle that's relevant to the case, okay? That feels like common sense to me.
And every click kept them stuck in the dynamic they've been watching unfold. I mean, the more they were playing into the characters of the couple, the more views and—
Okay, why am I reading chat? We should breed Sly with someone with an even bigger forehead to make a mega forehead person. I was hoping that was going in a sexier direction.
Comments they would get. That doesn't excuse Patrick doing the things that he did. It is absolutely messed up, and I really hope that Sarah finds a way out of this. And although I truly still do believe she's a victim, I do think she lies a lot, and I don't appreciate that. I think truly Sarah has a lot of growing up to do, and the only way she can really do that is by leaving the Getchell household and getting a real job. Now, it is really blatantly obvious to me that Getchells grew up in poverty. They've said many times that they've been evicted from places, they've, faced homelessness. I do want to use this moment to encourage everybody to look at the links in my description. If you ever need help with food or if you're in an unsafe situation, everything is linked down below. Also, please clear your browser history if you're in a dangerous environment. And if you want more deep...
Can you collab with Mr. Beat, please? I don't know who Mr. Beat is. I don't know if there's any relation to Mr. Beast. But you know what? Fuck it. I'd collab with either. Yep. I'd do it. People saying Brendan Urie, I would not collab with him. Do not fuck with him. I think he's done more harm to music than good.
Dives like this, consider becoming a YouTube member, and please join my Discord. Don't forget to click the link in the description to grab the special CyberGhost VPN discount available for our viewers.
That I
keeps
would do.
your data
That I
safe
would do.
while you browse and unlocks all blocked content online.
That I would do in a heartbeat. Anyway. So if anyone has Mr. Breast's contact info, collab with Ryan Ross. Don't know that individual either. Mr. Girl, that's a name I haven't heard in a hot minute. What is Mr. Girl up to? Oh yeah, CyberGhost VPN, by the way, goated. Friend of the channel. Wait, can I say that? Oh, I might not be able to say that. Am I? No. Delete that. Computer, delete your mind. No, I did not say that. Surfshark is a friend of the channel. Surfshark. Fuck. Fucking. Oh shit. Okay, all right. You did not hear me say that. All right, these are not the clips you are looking for, okay? Fucking yeah, Mr. Girl is not a name I've heard in a fucking minute, dude. Did he delete his channel? Man, the Mr. Girl arc was crazy. I don't think I was a YouTuber when the Mr. Girl scandal was happening, but I so wish that I was. Oh my gosh, I would have loved to have made videos about this guy when he was kicking. So is he just not around anymore? Mr. Girl interview getting banned. Did YouTube ban him? I don't remember that part. Gosh. Mr. Girl is a crazy individual. Turkey Tom's video about him is really good. Very thorough. Sly, do you know Black Box TV? No, I don't know them. It's the Cuties guy, yeah. It's the Cuties film review guy. That shit was crazy. That shit was so fucking. I could not believe that shit when it happened. My mouth was agape watching that shit. Spare a crumb of context. Mr. Girl, let's see. My gosh. Cuties review. Re-upload. Do we have the raw?
Hi, cuties. Guess what I just...
Ah, fuck, he's so gross. Ew. Ow. Shit. I didn't expect the first 1 second of the video to throw me for that much of a loop. Holy shit.
Hi, cuties. Guess what I just watched? So, if you're not familiar, Cuties is a film that Netflix
Holy
just bought.
shit, this is such a throwback.
Luna Ducouré, she's a French woman. And she made this film that is...
This is that 30-year-old ball knowledge. Okay, one, fuck you,
maybe
but
not
yeah,
so much the
that's
film
correct.
Itself,
This
but a
was 3
poster
years
that
ago. What are you talking? This was 3 years ago.
Netflix made to promote it. As you can see, it's a bunch of 11-year-old girls.
This shit's fucking crazy. Okay, fuck it. All right, we're basically done with the Getchell family shit, but we're just gonna do a bonus like redux of this fucking review because it was so fucking crazy. I haven't watched this since.
Some people said that this was Netflix sexualizing children. Other people have said that the film itself is sexualizing children. That's basically a
You didn't hear
pornography.
You said Netflix double question mark. You didn't hear about this? Shit was fucking crazy. Netflix just put out like a straight up pedo film. Just a straight up like it was like a Nicki Minaj, Sexy Red, fucking who's that stripper? She's like the biggest female rapper. Doesn't matter. You get the thing, like a music video, but with minors.
And that it's
and it was like 2 hours. It was a Cardi B, yeah,
normalizing
2 hour long
pedophilia
video
as a legitimate sexual orientation. Hollywood did Pizzagate. I don't know how far down the rabbit hole you want to go, and then other people are more just kind of more. I think, in my opinion, sanely saying.
I feel like this is part of what killed BreadTube. And I'm absolutely not saying that other bread tubers are the same as this guy. This guy lives in his own territory. But I feel like it was like this level of like hyper intellectualization of dog shit that some of BreadTube kind of suffered from. Not getting anywhere close to this, but I feel like a video like this, like kind of like opens some people's eyes where it's like, oh, you can just like kind of talk very pretentiously about anything and try and convince people that you're correct in saying the right thing just from your verbiage. Because this was just a completely indefensible position worded in the most like over intellectualized like classroom debate style language ever.
It's exploitative. It's exploiting children. Even if you're making a movie that's about the exploitation of children, you could do it in a way that does not exploit children when you made it. So that's just a little background. That's why I ended up watching this movie. Now, it's
bullshitting is the
film.
technical term.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Definitely better than most movies. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the movie.
You said
itself,
definitely better than most
right
movies.
off the bat, just first impressions regarding the controversy.
I'm sorry, I'm still not over it being on a major streaming platform. That's a good question. Is Cuties still up on streaming platforms? Cuties movie stream. Did they go 10 toes down on that? Watch Cuties. There we go. Could be yours for $8.99 a month.
This film does try to make you sexually aroused by 11-year-olds.
Oh, fucking hell. I don't know he included clips.
And,
fucking hell. Oh my gosh. That's in your search history? It's on fucking Netflix, gang. It's on fucking Netflix, gang. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Yeah, that's a pretty apt summary. I can't. That's another level of fucked that he was like, this film tries to get you attracted to 7-year-olds. Here, look, See? Here's a 3-second clip. See? Am I wrong? This fucking guy.
I'll say
Getting
it's
triggered
not bad
all
at
over
it.
again.
It's not a total failure in that regard, at least for me. Your mileage may vary. I want to say that if you are concerned about people treating this as child pornography, there are probably thousands of people masturbating to this film as we speak. As far it's basically, and I'll put some shots, and I'll probably include footage throughout the whole review, but yeah, as far as like sexy music videos go,
I forgot about this.
It's not bad. Are we live? Is this live? Oh, trigger warning. Honesty. So is that part of an attempt by the film?
The thing that's so disgusting is like he thinks that this is like such a brave, like intellectually honest position to take. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna say the thing we're all thinking. And no, the fuck we're not. Thanks for the 100 bits. The only thing I know about Mr. Goal is that one song where he says, you're playing Minecraft in cave looking for diamonds. I didn't realize that was him. I actually only realized that audio clip was from him, which is crazy.
Maker.
Knowing that in hindsight.
Provoke. I'll say this. I don't get the sense that the woman who made this film is... I think she just doesn't pull her punches. I don't think she's trying to titillate simply for the purpose of titillation. If she were, she probably would just cast adults.
Oh my gosh.
Make her life a lot easier.
Getting flashbanged by some fucking...
The film is kind of roping you into the discussion of the sexualization of children by sexualizing children. And
I'm gonna be quick on the draw if he plays another clip. That shit's fucking disgusting.
The camera forces you to ogle the morality of that aside, and just
the gall to include B-roll of like, see, this is sexy, right? This fucking
take
guy.
Her art at face value. It's pretty interesting to be forced to do something. It's kind of like The Last of Us too. It's great.
Yeah, you gotta find the edited version. I'm gonna be quick on it. I don't know that if there is one where they edited his fucking shit. I don't think we're gonna get that. The most we'd get is like a commentary video.
And to have to grapple with
quick
what
on the
role
skip.
you're playing in the creation of the culture.
But this shit is for sale on Netflix.com. They did not back down. They did not back down from the shit one bit.
That these girls are participating in. And it's real. It's very realistic. I don't know if you've ever heard of the app TikTok. There's some pretty interesting stuff on there that, I've checked out. And I recommend you check it out. Girls of all ages are dancing and guys are dancing like this. Dances have become more explicitly sexual. But then, I listen to everybody say,
oh, I forgot how fucking bad this was.
saying these things, and I think we just sound the same as like old fogies did in the 50s and 60s.
Nah.
So, it's interesting to be kind of held accountable by the film, or maybe just informed. I don't know. The only so there's a scene.
Oh my gosh, he's like, I don't even know what the profound thought is. I just have all these fucking feelings.
Where they're dancing on stage, and there are these judges.
All right, I'm gonna be quick on it. I'm gonna be quick on it. I know he's gonna play some fucking bullshit.
People in the audience that are frowning. That's the only indication the film gives that this is odd or that they are overly sexualized, and it holds it back. And spoilers! I'm gonna spoil the whole movie, by the way. So if you want to watch the movie, just watch the movie. You should watch it. It's good.
By what fucking metric?
She holds back the audience reaction until the very end, and you see a lot of people going, "Oh, this is sexual dance moves," almost to the point where it starts to feel surreal when they're like wiping their hands on their crotches. I think from the back, if memory serves. I'll have to watch it again and again.
All right, that's GG's on that. I'm scared of another clip playing. I can't do any more of that. That just doesn't even feel legal. I was quick on that one, but I got a frame of it, and that didn't even feel fucking legal. But it's on fucking Netflix. Okay, I'm getting triggered all over. This is a 3-year-old story, but still. Oh my gosh. Didn't even get to his worst quotes. I know, but I just don't want to go. I just don't want to. If it was just him, I'd see it through, but I don't want him to play any more clips of that fucking bullshit. What happened to him after this? Obviously he faced a lot of backlash. His channel appears to be gone, and I don't remember if his channel was deleted or if he deleted it himself. But I remember there was an arc where he was a Destiny orbiter. I have a vague memory of that. Oh, this shit's even older than that. The Cuties drama was 5 years ago. Damn. He if you watch the Turkey Tom video, that does a very good job of explaining like his very weird and troubled come up and like his college years and stuff like that. But yeah, I remember he was a Destiny orbiter for a while after putting out that video, I think. And then I mean, I guess I didn't follow it very closely, but this Destiny video from 3 years ago would lead me to believe that they parted ways. I don't know if they had like, if they fell for the same girl or something. To be fair, I don't know exactly how, if it was like a friendship or like a frenemies type situation. Or just a purely intellectual connection, I'm not sure. But yeah, it seems like that was kind of the last time he was kind of in the public eye. And I guess his channel is gone. I don't know if he's around anywhere else. Man, what a fucking freak. Is this him? Holy shit. I can fantasize about whatever I want. Okay. 2024 single. Okay, so he's kind of like a one-trick pony, it seems. Oh my gosh. Damn, I'm getting like view envy about not being a YouTuber at the time this drama was going down. Because man, this would be up my fucking alley. But yeah. Anyway, that's a little bit of a bonus trauma at the end of stream, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of bonus trauma just to round this whole thing out. Bro, you would not want to be back then. The community was so trash and toxic, but they're trash. They're always trash and toxic. It just evolves in different ways. It just evolves in different ways. I'm just trying to navigate it myself in the present day. Content wise, it would have been really fun to make a response video to this at the time. But I was not on YouTube at the time. I'm a relatively new channel in the grand scheme of things. Slyboy is prepping for us for some ungodly drama commentary video. Not on Mr. Girl, but I do have some shit in the pipeline. And hoping it's gonna be a fun ride. We'll see what happens when it drops. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna leave you there. I really appreciate you guys for touching in. Really hoping that I could maybe finagle an interview or something with the Daddy Daughter Dream Team, but they're really popular right now. Maybe they get a lot of requests. I'm not sure, but probably not gonna make a video about them unless that happens. I think the only thing unless I could change my mind, but the only thing I think I'm interested in with the Daddy Daughter Dream Team right now is like some actual on the ground journalism. Otherwise, I'm not really sure. But I'm not for lack of things to cover. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to get to. It's just the bottleneck is me having time right now. So appreciate you guys. Anyway, I'll talk to you real soon. You have a good night, and let me know if you need anything.